You know what I needed to do, and it wasn't in the trivia, and now I'm a little upset that I didn't do it? Count the number of times they say declaration.
I'm gonna look it up. I bet somebody has it.
I'm sure someone has.
How many?
Because it's like...
times.
It's a long word, and they say it constantly.
Declaration. Declaration is said 42 times. Declaration of Independence is said 22 times.
That seems like a lot.
That's a lot.
What a stupid premise.
It's the Declaration.
I gotta find the Declaration. Yeah, you're right. You're actually doing a better job because I'm doing like he's like depressed. It's more like this where he's like,
Declaration.
Oh, weird. It's the Declaration.
What is the Declaration?
The Declaration's gonna declarate all over the Declaration.
You gotta calm down, Riley.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and nature's God entitle them, a decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
Did you also just kind of like zone out when he started doing that?
Oh, like doing the talk?
Yes. Like when
No,
he would
because I was
start
trying to
just
catch it all.
repeating everything that he was saying. Like when he just started reading the Declaration, and I was just like, I'm
No, I was
zone
trying
out
to
in a
find that
second.
part.
Because you were just saying it's so monotoned that I don't have a clue what you're saying.
I mean, in any event, Rachel, I need to tell you something. Something that we must do. Something that must be done for the good of this podcast.
What is it, Kevin? Tell me.
I'm going to steal the Declaration. Hello, I am Kevin.
And I'm Rachel.
And this is Shelf Life, a podcast where I like cracked the microphone by doing that. And this is Shelf Life, a podcast where a brother and sister team go through all things pop culture, no matter the medium or the genre, to determine whether or not the subject at hand belongs on your shelf, and always treats historical documents with the utmost of care. I'm not going to put lemon juice on a 300-year-old piece of paper, okay? I don't care how fancy I think I am. It's not going to happen.
We know what it says. We know what it says at this point. Like, is it that bad to put some lemon juice on the back of it?
All right, that's, you know what? Fair. Yeah,
we know what it
let's
says.
Digitize.
These are our
you know
rules.
What? You know what? Let's
I knew this was gonna happen
digitize
today.
all of the archives. We need to digitize. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. He wouldn't say that.
No, he wouldn't.
This
He
one-
would just burn
No,
it. Are
no,
you kidding?
because this one would say that.
Get
Why
rid of
don't we
it.
digitize all of the archives? We could have AI make all of it instead of having instead of having
Oh, there you go.
the documents.
I was
we
gonna
could have
say-
AI do all of it. It's South African. It's really weird. Rachel, this is a very important episode of Shelf Life. We've come to the point. This jumped the line on the list.
It did.
Because of where we're at in history right now. Rachel, what is up for contention to the shelf today?
We will be discussing the Declaration of Independence many times today with the 2004 film National Treasure.
You were going to say movie, and then you were like, no, it's a film.
It's one or the other, right?
Hang on, it's not a movie. It's a film.
I knew I was gonna trip
is
my
cinema.
words, and then because I said I knew I was going to trip my words, I tripped my words anyways. I'm like, dang it!
Yes, John Turteltaub's 2004 movie National Treasure, the Nicolas Cage starring vehicle, wherein, well, I guess I shouldn't say what, because that's Rachel's job. For those in the know, Rachel and I, because we're Yankees, it is the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence.
That's right.
And therefore,
It's very historic.
there is no other time that we could have this episode.
No,
this
is
it.
perfect. This is the perfect
This
time.
is the only time that we could
Yes.
do National Treasure. And Rachel, why is that? What is National Treasure about? And as always, what is your history with National Treasure?
Okay. So, National Treasure, let's start with that. It is about a treasure hunter family going after
It's like a conspiracy.
going after a conspiracy about the founding. Well, it's like not
The
even
Founding
about that.
Fathers, the
It's just-
Freemasons.
yeah, the Freemasons, where like this treasure came from another like the other countries, and it's just massive, and they're going after it because it's being hidden by the Freemasons, and they have a clue as to where it is. And in order to do that,
clue.
we need to steal the Declaration of Independence. That is like the main crux of this entire movie.
That's
is the
the driving
Declaration of
force.
Independence. Now, my history with this, I don't recall seeing it for the first time, but I have seen it many a time. Like, many a time as a kid, and then...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we went to see it in theaters. I kind of
think we did. I think we did.
Like, as a family.
I think we went as a
did.
family to see National Treasure. Yes.
Because I was, like, debating, like, did I go see this with my friends or not? But I think we did as a family.
I think this was a family movie.
But yes, we've watched this a ton. At some point, we got the DVD.
Oh, yes, of course.
I don't know if that was a me purchase or a dad purchase.
Yeah.
But-
I'm thinking
but we
it might have
did
been more
it.
of a you. I'm going to blame you
It
on
feels
this
like
one.
it could have been. It could have been. It could have
Yeah.
been. It could have gone. This one could go either way.
It really
with how
could.
it ended up at home. But we watched it a ton, and it's partially because I won't speak for you, Rachel, but I am always a sucker for history.
Oh, I love a good...
Alternate conspiracy theory type fictional history.
Yeah.
And heists and treasure hunts.
I'm always
So
good.
they're
I love a good
combining all of
heist.
that.
I love a good puzzle. I love the conspiracy stuff as well. Yes.
So you combine all
Bit of
that
an
into
adventure.
this, and it has a very adventure
And it
vibe
feels
to it.
connected to things you know, which is fun.
Because American history of like
Yes.
like
I'm even
things
thinking like
that
how Da Vinci
anybody
Code.
in-
Like if you know anything with like that stuff too, it's like, oh, it feels connected, and there's like conspiracy, and there's puzzles, and same idea.
yes, it's American Da Vinci Code. That's what this is.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes, that's true. Yes, that's true. I still every once in a while will like see it on cable or like catch it on cable, but
It's
I
been
don't.
forever since I've seen it. It has been
Yeah, like to
forever.
actually like have sat down and watched it. It's been a while. I don't actually have it on my shelf now. I just know that it is at mom and dad's. I didn't actually, and I should have, knowing that we were going to do this. I should have stolen it from them so
Yeah,
that
why
I could have
didn't
watched
you?
it in their.
It
on
probably
their
has
DVD.
like behind the scenes. It probably has
I
like
bet it does.
like
This is kind of a
cuts.
missed opportunity. Now
It
that I'm
was. I
thinking
can't
about
believe
it.
it. I thought that's literally what you were going to do. I'm very
Feels like
disappointed.
it does feel like a missed opportunity, and I'd like to apologize to everyone.
And now you have to go and
about-
do it. We're gonna have to pause
We're gonna
the
have
podcast.
Okay, all right. Everyone, pause the podcast.
Kevin's gonna go
I have
steal
to
the
get to
Declaration
my
of
parents.
Independence.
I have to steal National Treasure from my parents' house. So that
I
can
have to
watch it
steal
and see if there's
National
any-
Treasure.
I have to steal the National Treasure DVD from my parents. I believe that there's a treasure map on the back of my parents' DVD copy.
You know
of
what?
National
I
Treasure.
wouldn't be surprised if they did actually put something on the back of the National Treasure DVD box. What if they actually had something back there where you could do like a blacklight? That would be fun.
That would have been fun. Yeah, that would have been a nice idea.
Yeah.
I do not recall if the Declaration of Independence was. Rachel and I we went on a family vacation in the long time ago to
No, it
Washington
was there.
D.C.
It was on display. It was just so
I
dark
just
in
don't-
that room
You
because
couldn't
of
take
like
a picture.
you weren't
in
allowed
that
to use
room.
any picture. You couldn't have flash. But you
I remember
and
the Magna
lighting
Carta
was
was there.
horrible. So even
What
if
was
you
horrible?
the lighting because like it's going to destroy the
It
document.
was dark. It was
And-
black. Yeah.
The glass was so thick that it had horrible like like any of the lights that were hitting it was just like reflecting, so you couldn't even barely see the document.
See, I don't
Like these are the things I remember.
I remember the Magna Carta even more because it was on loan.
Yeah, that was
the
cool
National
because we
Archives?
got to see something different.
And yeah, it was like 20 feet. You had to like stick your head in a thing to be able
yeah,
to see it.
yeah, you had to stick
I-
it into a thing. I forgot about that.
The National Archives was like one of my favorite things.
It was like a
we've ever
gorgeous.
done on
I loved
vacation.
the architecture and stuff that was in the buildings. Beautiful architecture.
One day I hope to be able to go to the National Archives again when it is more sane to be able to go to the
Absolutely.
National Archives.
Yeah, I'm not doing
Because
that
I
now.
really loved going there. And I'm sure Rachel and I will like mention different things. Maybe we'll talk about our that Washington, D.C. trip that we went on with Mom and Dad a little bit more as we do the walkthrough, because we did it in a very dumb way, not thinking, in the middle of June, in the middle of a swamp that is Washington, D.C. The movie is about, as you said, a treasure hunter, a guy that becomes obsessed with United States history from the time that he's little because his family is obsessed with United States history and history in general, but and he wants to preserve the treasure. He just wants to find it. He just wants to find this treasure.
Right. He wants to prove it's real as well, I think. Because as a kid, he probably wanted to find it. With his family, it was now I have to prove that it's real.
Obsessed
and find
himself
it.
and needed to figure out that it was real. The movie was first kind of conceived in the 90s. John Turteltaub, the director of the movie, was attached to do it or was trying to get it done. This definitely feels like one of those movies that has been written and rewritten a million times. It's definitely got one of those Hollywood blockbusters. It happens all the time nowadays. But I remember when we were doing X-Men, and it was it was written by this person, then it was written by this person, then it was written by this person.
Right.
I have a feeling it was passed around quite a bit. And the whole thing was the idea that someone wanted to or had to steal the Declaration of Independence. So I don't know if it was kismet by one of these writers or something like that. Eventually, they were able to get Jerry Bruckheimer on board. Mm-hmm. Jerry Bruckheimer, the prolific producer of action schlock. Hang on, I gotta look up Jerry Bruckheimer's stuff because but it's all schlock that I enjoy quite a bit.
Sure.
Or at least have some sort of enjoyment out of. Flashdance, Top Gun, Beverly Hills Cop, Days of Thunder, Crimson Tide, The Rocks, Con Air, Armageddon.
Oh my god.
Gone in 60 Seconds, Enemy of the State, Coyote
Okay.
Ugly, Remember the Titans, Pearl Harbor, Pirates of the Caribbean,
Wow,
National
okay.
Treasure. He kind of falls off after that. Lone Ranger, he really falls off after that. But
he did
a
what
lot
he
of
needed
stuff
to.
there.
He did what he needed.
That's right. He said what he needed to say.
He's that was it. That was the cherry on top right there.
Mm-hmm. But he's got a lot of stroke in Hollywood, and they're able to get, with Jerry Bruckheimer's help, Disney on board. Mm-hmm. It was originally going to be a Touchstone film. Touchstone is when Disney doesn't think that it's family friendly enough, so they throw it under the Touchstone label. This is what they used to do.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Kind of like if they develop it today, if they develop a TV show, they'll say it's Hulu.
Right.
If it's not, or FX.
This is Hulu.
Yeah.
Put it on
or
Hulu.
Fox.
Yeah.
They'll just say it's Fox if it's not family friendly. Disney screened the film and stuff under Touchstone, and they were like, "Oh, this is PG. We'll just call it Disney." So they threw the Disney label on it instead. Here's what's weird about it. This was a November release.
November.
Oh.
It does feel like a Thanksgiving movie.
You think so? You think it has a Thanksgiving movie feel?
I can feel it, but maybe that's because that's when we went to see it.
Yeah, maybe this could have very well been a Thanksgiving movie.
This is either July or Thanksgiving.
Yes. I mean, there's literally no other date this can come out.
Right.
If you're listening to this, it came out the day that it can come out.
Right.
If you're not listening to this, Rachel and I didn't get the show finished in time, and I said, scrap it. We can't do it. We're going to have to release it on the tricentennial in 2076.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're listening to a 50-year-old episode.
Wow. We scheduled it out just in case.
That's right. I put it on there and I said scheduled for 2076. Just in case we lost that file. The budget for this, $100 million.
Wow.
And it made $347 million worldwide. So a big hit, which of course is why it got the sequel. I don't think that they expected a sequel at all. I don't think they expected this to be a big hit.
Sure.
I think this was a surprise. It got mixed reviews at the time. A lot of people are saying I guess it's fun, but it's stupid. And it's well,
yes.
Is that a bad thing?
Okay. Yes. And
but I think that's kind of what we're here to say, right? Because we don't know the name of the game here, Rachel, is, does this have shelf life? Not is it good or great or fun or memorable? Does it have shelf life? It's a very distinct question, and that's what we're going to have to answer. because they came back and they said, wow, that was unexpected. They were able to get Nic Cage on board. Of course, Nic Cage is playing Benjamin Franklin Gates. So again, the second week in a row, unless this is coming out in 2076, where the lead character's name is named after Benjamin Franklin.
Yep.
I think that's funny. I like the little quirk that all of the Gates are named after founding fathers, because Ben's dad is named after Patrick Henry. He's Patrick Henry Gates. And Christopher Adams is John Adams Gates. So like they're all named after. It's
but it makes sense because they're all obsessed.
They're obsessed with it. Yeah, they're obsessed with it. I guess sit back and relax because it is time. The only time. Rachel and I will hold these truths to be self-evident. Wait, is that the Constitution? No, that's the Declaration of Independence. that all men are
created equal.
Created equal. As we walk through National Treasure. Rachel, anything else before we hit the break?
No, I think I'm just ready to go steal the Declaration of Independence. Well, I guess technically I would be the Riley in this situation.
Rachel, I need you to sit in the van. Tell me what's going on. I'm just going to walk around here with some invisible ink.
Kevin's going to put on a
tools. Suit. We come back. We will walk through National Treasure. From the National Historical Mint, a real agency, we promise, comes a once-in-a-lifetime collectible celebrating America's greatest archaeological achievement, the finding of the Templar treasure. This stunning, limited edition coin features Benjamin Franklin Gates himself, heroically holding the Declaration of Independence like a man who absolutely should not be trusted with fragile parchment. This coin marks the historic moment when treasure hunter Benjamin Gates located the legendary Templar riches using a combination of intuition and luck, along with an alarming disregard for museum security protocols. Minted in authentic imitation gold tone alloy, each coin is hand-polished by someone who has touched Riley Poole. Each coin is stamped with precision using our patented national symbol overuse of an eagle, a shield, 13 stars, and a tiny map that is not to scale or helpful. But supplies won't last. Why? Because shadowy organizations, possibly the Freemasons, don't want you to have it. The coin's available now for 5 easy payments of $17.76, a number chosen solely because it looks patriotic. Order now and receive a certificate of authenticity printed on a parchment-style paper. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll upgrade your order to the collector's edition, featuring a glow-in-the-dark secret map that leads nowhere but looks incredible. Supplies are limited, mostly because we made up the supply. Order your Templar Treasure's commemorative coin today! Celebrate your country. Order your Templar Treasure commemorative coin today! And we're back! That's when Nic Cage goes crazy. He talks like that. We're back!
I thought you were doing a box of scraps. I thought that's
yeah, that was a little too
sounded
much.
like
All right, well, fine. You do yours.
No, I'm not. I can't. Does he go crazy in this? He doesn't go crazy.
No, he doesn't. This is a subdued Nic Cage.
And we're back.
This is surprisingly Nic Cage's first time on Shelf Life.
He's just kind of hanging in this one. He's having a good time.
Very surprising that we haven't touched on Nicolas Cage
it
yet,
is
who of course was brought in because Jerry Bruckheimer was on, the producer now, so he had worked on The Rock and Con Air with Nic Cage. I think he said this was actually his fourth one. I don't know what the other one that would have been, but he likes working with Nicolas Cage. Nic Cage, of course, a famous Hollywood Nepo baby. He is the nephew of my Uncle Frank. Francis Ford Coppola is my uncle. He's such a strange actor.
Such a weird guy. Yeah.
Yeah, and just weird in general. Like, his stage name, of course, is named after Luke Cage. Like, that's why he's Nic Cage.
Which is amazing. He's a nerd.
Strange. He's a big nerd. He loves fossils.
He loves history and stuff, because isn't he the one who bought the one house in New Orleans and then, like, almost got arrested or something?
Well, I think he almost foreclosed on
that
it
too.
Or something.
Yeah. Well, because I got the history of it. There's like a curse on that place. So when Nicolas Cage also bought it, he was like, everything started going downhill after he bought it.
He bought that giant T-Rex head or something. Yeah, doesn't he buy like fossils?
I think he does. I am pretty sure. They're all very weird. They all have their quirks,
He's quirky, but as far as I know, at the time of this recording, he hasn't been outed as like a sex pest or anything. God. He's just a weird dude.
Yeah, he's just weird. He's just
more power to him.
Dorky guy. Yeah,
and it's
fine.
And his
that's
acting,
fine. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just it's funny.
His acting is so odd.
Oh yeah, he's
so odd.
He's so strange.
Even in this. But let's get right into it, Rachel. This is National Treasure, the quincentennial. What is it called when it's the halfway point between the bi and the tricentennials? Do we have to
I thought it
look
was
up
the quincentennial.
what this is
Hold
called?
on.
I think it's called the quincentennial, like quinceañera.
The semi-quincentennial? No.
Semi-quincentennial.
Is that what it
Okay.
is? It's the semi-quincentennial? Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
that's right.
Wow. That is a
So
very
it's not-
long word. Semi-quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial.
It's like Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, I'm going to
It's
make
a
sure I
mouthful.
don't use that on my Blue Sky when I have my limitation on characters.
It's the semi-quincentennial, so we're watching the Declaration of Independence. It's like, Jesus.
We're watching National Treasure.
I'm sorry,
not
we're watching
the
National
Declaration of
Treasure.
Independence, which would be quite boring.
About the Declaration of Independence. There we go.
Semi-quincentennial. So that's kind of like America's quinceañera. So if you guys want to celebrate like it's America's quinceañera, we all have
That'd
to
be
wear
fun.
very
the
frilly
poofy dress. I get
Mexican
to wear the poofy
dresses.
dress. They're so fun. That's
I think
so
that should have
fun.
been how people like thought of it.
We have
'cause
like a
it's the
ball. Can we have balls
quinceañera.
all over the place for it? You know?
Yeah, a gold glow on the Disney logo. Do dee 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 dee. Do dee 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 dee. It was nice to kind of hear the old
I don't
Disney
even know if I
thing. We
have
haven't had a
that.
lot of like straight up Disney films that have the
Yeah, that's true.
the
One day
Bruckheimer
maybe we will. You know.
Stay tuned. The Bruckheimer Highway tree I've always enjoyed as well.
Oh yeah,
You know,
the
they all
tree.
have-
Is that the?
It took Rachel a second. She remembered what I was talking about. Oh yeah! It gets struck by lightning and it gains
Yes, the lightning!
leaves. Yeah.
Because it's like out. Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go on.
So the lightning is thematic though, because the lightning tree gets hit, and then there's lightning as there's a storm.
That's right.
in
And
the
we're
first
in an
scene.
attic.
In an attic. All
the-
creepy
set the
things
mood.
happen. And a boy goes up into the attic. He's looking around. He steps on a ladder while it's storming, and he pulls down some sort of Necronomicon-esque book.
He starts to
The
read
Book of the
from
Dead,
it.
I think.
Do not read from the book.
Yeah, Amun Ra, Amun De. Christopher Plummer's like, no, you mustn't read from the book. That could have been interesting.
Yatuwe.
The Charlotte piece has to open up the
that's right.
Gates family photo album. That's where the real treasure was.
It was always inside the house. They always had it all along.
No, Thomas. Or no, Ben, that's not the family secret book. That's just my Necronomicon. If you open that up, it has all sorts of spells and wizard shit and everything else in there.
I collect
You
a
don't wanna
lot of
read from
different
that book.
books. I used
So
to date a
Christopher
witch.
At one point, I thought I was close to the treasure, so I dated a witch. What do you want from me? I thought she had a clue.
Oh,
So Christopher Plummer is playing the grandpa. He catches him. I think he does like a fake jump scare.
It does,
too.
because of like the lightning, and he grabs him.
Christopher Plummer looking like an old, of course, legendary Christopher Plummer playing the
Absolutely.
grandfather. I wanted him to be in like one more scene.
One
more flashback.
He needed to be in a little bit more.
According to
little
John
disappointing.
Turteltaub, Rachel, the rough cut of this movie was 4 hours long. And quite frankly, I say,
Oh, I want it.
let me
Release
see it. Let me see it.
Release it.
Yeah.
I demand the National Treasure be 4 hours long.
Yeah, where's that? Where's
They
that
should be releasing
hashtag?
it this year for
Yes.
the semi-quincentennial.
Give me the 4 hour cut. Hashtag release the 4 hour National Treasure cut. I can't think of a good release the extended declaration. Yeah, release the extended declaration. Because it feels like you get an actor like Christopher Plummer, you want him to be in more than just one little scene, right? Like you want him to like come back. I mean, he probably would be like dead in the present, but you want him to be like in a flashback or something.
Yes.
He's got to come back, you know?
Right. Like, even if they did it where it's one of those times where he's trying to think of something and maybe he flashes back to his grandpa teaching him
Yeah.
something and like
Yes.
learning a way of thinking.
Like Sophie in Da Vinci Code.
Like Sophie Da Vinci Code. Exactly. Yes.
Exactly like
Exactly
Sophie
like
in Da
that.
Vinci
Like identical to that. Yes.
It's not Chris Plummer in that, right? It's like a French guy playing the grandfather. Yes.
I think so,
like,
yes. It would have been amazing.
The movies parallel each other quite a lot.
I know.
It's just
They
one
really
is trying to
do.
find Jesus, and the other is trying to find the founding fathers.
No, a treasure.
Sure.
I mean,
Yeah, well, one is a literal treasure.
and the other is
One
a woman's.
one is a metaphorical
Yeah.
treasure.
Is a woman.
As a woman. So Chris Plummer's here. He's looking like an explorer that might have killed Paddington. Oh God, I kind of popped Rachel on that. She's thinking about it. Now she's picturing Christopher Plummer just shooting Paddington.
I'm just thinking about. I'm thinking about
Not even-
Paddington going. Oh my word! I must steal the Declaration of Independence.
No, because he'd be like, damn, because they'd be like, Paddington, no, and he'd be like,
Yeah,
oh,
he'd
do I have
be like
some
eating
on my
marmalade
face?
and then like
he's,
looking at it, be all
dabbing
over
his
the damn
face
place
with the
it.
Declaration.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh
my
no!
goodness.
Oh
Do I have some
no!
on my
Oh, let me
face?
just wipe that off. Oh no! I think I've like wiped off some of the words.
Yeah, like Homer with the Stonecutter's ancient scrolls. It's the same idea.
Amazing.
And I also picture him trying to kill Paddington, not in the jungle, but just chasing him down the streets of London with
like a
like
gun?
an old musket. Yeah,
I was gonna say, looking like he's from Jumanji. Is that what you're thinking
Yeah,
of?
that's right. You got it. So Christopher Plummer tells Ben this story. It was 1832, on a night just like this. And we go to the
Christ.
past. Is it Lewis Carroll? Charles Carroll?
Charles Carroll.
Lewis Carroll wrote the Alice in Wonderland.
It's very different. It's a very different history.
Oh, I'm very late for an important date with President Jackson. I need to get to the White House.
Why is it the Mad Hatter? Go on.
So Charles Carroll, he was the last survivor of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and he was a Freemason.
Mm-hmm.
Freemasons run the country, as we learned from Mr. Burns' germs. Rachel, do you want to describe Freemasonry to
No,
the
you can
folks
do
at
it.
home?
You're the history buff of the two of us. Go on.
As is portrayed in this movie, the Freemasons and the Knights Templar are not the same thing.
No.
I think that this and the Da Vinci Code make them the same thing, right?
Well,
like Knights,
they do.
They don't talk about the Freemasons a lot in Da Vinci Code, but they're like kind of. It's
Well,
like
I
adjacent.
think that's supposed to be the conspiracy. Is that they're not the same thing, but they are.
Well, the whole story that Grandpa John tells Ben here is that the Knights Templar were like in the Crusades, and like they're showing this like throughout history as this is going on,
Right.
So they're like showing scenes of the Crusades, and then they show scenes of like different battles across Europe and everything, and like the entire time they're saying like the Knights Templar was founded because they found like the treasure rooms or something of like ancient Egypt and the ancient
it was like they were
Arab
dominating different countries
culture.
and cultures.
Yeah,
and
as
different
they started
things.
taking over, they started stealing all of this stuff as
They would do. Yes, as history is tradition. Mm-hmm.
They would hide it because they did not want to. The Knights Templar believed that all of this historical, like all of this treasure, they didn't want the kings to have it.
Right.
So they decide that they're going to hide the treasure. But as time goes on, they get more concerned that something's going to happen with it, so they have to get rid of the treasure, and they end up bringing it over to the United States, to the New World, to be secured.
Yeah, they're constantly
and-
moving it and securing it.
Yeah. And at some point, it becomes lost to history. But they end up leave clues so that if it ever needs to be found again. That's the all-seeing eye, Rachel.
I know what it is.
Oh
Illuminati.
my God.
Did you notice they did that?
I did not notice that they did that.
Yeah, I just thought it was a
That's-
fun
that's
touch.
clever.
So what I'm showing Kevin is that there was a fade of Grandpa's eye while he's telling this story, and it fades to Egypt with the pyramid, but his eye is over the pyramid top. Like the all-seeing eye, like
The
Illuminati.
all-seeing eye.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know enough about it, and we touched on it a little bit when we did Da Vinci Code about Knights Templar theories and that conspiracy guy who just wanted to sell books.
Mm-hmm.
The Freemasons have similar conspiracy theories about it. Rachel even touched on it, the Illuminati with like the all-seeing eye and everything, with the idea that like the Freemasons are the Illuminati control the world, the Freemasons control the world, all that kind of stuff. It's like a frat. It's like
Pretty
an adult
much.
frat.
Yeah.
Where like the whole thing was like about like stone masonry, like masonry workers were the Freemasons. It was like almost like a union type of thing. And then it became this fraternity, and a ton of the founding fathers were part of the Freemasons. It's like going to like, you know, the Elks Club or something like that. Like that's kind of what it was. They say that the Knights Templar, who of course were all murdered, it's Friday the 13th, and I can't remember the day or the year.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
During Friday the 13th episode. See the back catalog, folks. But according to National Treasure, and then like some like of these like conspiracy theory scholars, like the Knights... What year?
1307?
13... I was going to say 1300. I wouldn't have said 1307 specifically, but I was going to say 1300. Became the Freemasons. And then, of course, there's all this symbolism and everything. And because of all of that, it kind of expands into thinking that it is some kind of, you know, secret order and all of this kind of crap.
Right. But what was happening was that he was dying, and he wanted to see the president to tell him this story. He was going to give him the key.
The clue. Yeah. I guess he was just going to give him the clue because he needs...
It needs to
dying,
be passed to the
next person. He's the last
person.
one that knows. Yeah.
And because the president wasn't there, he happened to just not be there while this guy was dying. He tells instead the driver and gives him... The stable boy.
Yeah.
He gives him the whole history.
Yeah.
And like, you have to protect this. It's no one you.
He gives the same story to Thomas Gates that John Adams Gates is giving to Ben.
Right.
And then it just kind of goes from there. So it's the grandfather's grandfather, I guess, is the idea, which I think it would have to be more generations than that, but it's like 1832 or something.
Maybe great-grandfather?
There's a deleted scene where Andrew Jackson does come out after Charles Carroll's dead, so you got an Andrew Jackson just walking out like, oh, shucks, he's dead. Like, kind of. That's how they have him sound.
So, but, like, the thing is, too, would Gates, is he supposed to tell the president, or is he supposed to hold on to this as a secret? But then instead he, like, tells everyone?
In the deleted scene, he tells Andrew Jackson... there's a treasure and the secret lies with Charlotte. And Andrew Jackson says, son, he's been telling that to me. He's told me that. He tells me that all the time. So the idea is that, like, even by that point, people thought it was like a legend.
It's like, yeah,
it really didn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
He doesn't, and then I think Andrew Jackson says, like, even if it is real, Charles Carroll didn't even know what it meant. And I think that the grandpa even says that. Like, Charles Carroll didn't even know what that meant.
Oh, yeah,
he just knew that the last clue was it. The secret lies with Charlotte.
And he's supposed to hold on to it and pass it to the next.
So now Thomas Gates is the only one that knows the secret, although I'm sure he told everybody that he could think of, but everybody thinks that he's crazy. Oh, and he gives the paper... So he gives a little piece of paper to Thomas Gates.
Yes.
Charles Carroll does. And it says the secret lies with Charlotte on it. Grandpa... Christopher Plummer still has that piece of paper, which would just be cool in itself.
Oh yeah, that's just like a fun thing to have. You'd have to have that well, he does. I guess he does have it like in plastic and everything to keep it safe.
Yeah,
but
I like how Christopher Plummer is like, yeah, but they left like little secrets and stuff, and this is where the symbolism and like, and when you're the Masons and you put symbolism on all sorts of shit, and you had all these famous people that were part of your order. It's going to happen with the conspiracy theories. So they put the all-seeing eye on there. John Voight comes in with this hilarious 70s hair.
He does look kind of ridiculous here, yes.
This is not John Voight's third time, right? This is just his second?
I think it's just the second.
Okay. I wanted to give him credit if this was his third, but I think it's just his second. It's Mission Impossible.
And this.
And this. I think so. So he's got this hilarious 70s hair. He's saying that they're all fools. It's a fool's errand. Don't listen to your grandpa. He's a fucking quack. He's crazy. It's not worth it. Grandpa is like, it's not about the money, Patrick.
He goes, it's never about the money.
Finding the treasure. Yeah, it's never been about the money.
And then he just goes, clearly, say your goodbyes. We're leaving. I'm not dealing with this.
John Voight's character has become hardened against this idea. He doesn't want anything to do with it. And Ben says, Grandpa, are we knights?
Do you want to
He's
be?
like, "Oh, do you want to be? He's like, fine, kneel. Benjamin Franklin Gates. You are now a knight of the Freemasons of the Knights Templar, or whatever. And so it goes from that straight into Nicolas Cage. They're in the Arctic Circle or something like that?
No. They're in Canada.
I think they're near the Arctic Circle, though, right?
I think so. I think it is near the Arctic Circle, but
Dun-dun, 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 dun,
Far north.
dun, dun, dun. Rachel, that theme.
that music. Oh,
The theme is wonderful.
it's great.
The
it feels like
s-
multiple songs, though. Every once in a while, it's like, am I hearing Avengers? Am I hearing like?
Well, it is. It's is it Klaus Badell doing this, or is it Trevor Rabin? Trevor Rabin. Okay. Also did Armageddon.
Okay.
Good composer.
Oh, it's
I think
great.
I think the theme is great. I have different opinions about different parts of the score.
Interesting.
However, though.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But the theme itself, fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Captures the spirit. And you're right. There is like that essence of your Indiana Jones
Yes.
and your pirates and all sorts of stuff
Right.
in it. Doesn't it kind of make sense? Because
Yes.
this is a very derivative adventure movie.
Absolutely.
It's wearing its influences on its sleeve.
Yeah.
So Nic Cage has entered the movie. He's waxing poetic about explorers. He's there with Sean Bean and Riley. Riley
Yes, we got
played
Sean
by
Bean again, which
Justin Bartha. Yeah, and Sean Bean, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Second time for him, too.
yes, yeah.
'Cause I don't think he's been a third. Now we're getting into that point where we've done too much, and we're gonna forget the next third. We're gonna forget the
We're
next
just gonna have
third.
to stop saying it ever
I'm
again.
just gonna say
you
it.
don't get
Yeah.
that anymore. We're not doing it.
Well, yeah, it's too hard. It's too
if
hard.
you've been on here, great. I'm not mentioning it. Yeah, that's on you guys now. Make a Wikipedia for Shelf Life. That's fine.
so that we can fucking remember who the three time we knew who the first few were, but anyway.
It's extraordinary. It's that is as Sean Bean as I think I can get.
Riley's in the back on the computer and stuff. We get a little backstory on him through exposition because they're like, we could have stuck you back with the windowless cubicle we found you in. So they need Riley because he's like the best hacker or something that they could find, that money could buy, that Sean Bean's money could buy.
Yeah, that's also true. It's probably Sean Bean's money. But I think that he like even explains who he is more so to one of the schlubs that Sean Bean likes to hang out with.
Yeah, later on.
A little
he
bit
definitely
later.
does.
Yeah.
They've tracked the Charlotte, which is a ship. There appears to be nothing there. There's this blank,
it's just
snowy
snow.
wilderness.
Right.
This is when Riley explains to him what it is, or what he is, because one of his henchmen.
Yeah,
Sean
they're
Bean's
they're
henchmen is
literally henchmen, all right? You go around with your henchmen. They're a bunch of schlubs.
Yeah.
Like, you're the smart
they're
guy.
hired goons.
Yeah.
Hired goons. Hired goons. So Riley explains how a ship could end up here, because they're like, how would a ship end up all the way up here? And Riley's like, oh, well, because of the such and such and the this or that and the other.
Do you want me to say it? Well, I'm no expert.
Go ahead, Rachel.
But it could be that the hydrothermic properties of this region produce hurricane-force ice storms that cause the ocean to freeze and then melt and then refreeze, resulting in a semi-solid migrating landmass. That would land a ship right around here. And then he just walks away. Because he came up to the person that, like, is the one who tracked it and found it and goes, this is stupid. And it's just like, well,
Yeah.
this is exactly where I told you it would end up. So...
Right. They see something, I don't know, they got very lucky that he was able to, like, uncover the specific spot.
That specific spot that says
where
the
there's
name
a plaque
of
that says
the
Boston
ship.
and it says
And
Charlotte
it has
on
the
it.
freaking Liberty Bell on it. It says Charlotte. I mean, even if they didn't say any of that, they found something.
They found something.
Right,
yes.
so now uncover it.
The movie is, let's just be real, the movie's a little dumb.
Well, yeah,
It's
but it's like
it's dumbed
fun
down.
dumb.
Yeah, sure. 100%.
It's
But it
fun
is a little
dumb.
dumb. It's
Yeah.
for dum-dums. You better say it's Charlotte right away, or people aren't gonna fucking understand. They unveil it, and somehow they excavate the ship.
Holy shit!
How the fuck did they do this?
Oh my god! Because that's like what?
There's 5 of them.
There's 5 of them. Well, they have those crazy trucks, right? And you have to be.
They're like rumblers, though.
I know. Well, they have like the plows on them, I guess, so like scoopers.
Yeah.
So I guess they were scooping up a lot of like the ones around it. And then this had to have taken hours. They would have needed like blowtorches if they were gonna melt the snow.
That's what I would have guessed.
They should have showed blowtorches. Like
hang on, I've got a bunch of blowtorches in the back of the
their
truck.
faces should be so red and raw from the ice, like the cold.
It really should be. Yeah.
That would have been a good touch.
Sean Bean is like, we've been looking for this for 2 years, Ben. We finally found it. Nic Cage says, like, well, I'm just glad I'm not as crazy as everyone said I was. Because it's like,
oh, I know you would have found
it's real.
I have no doubt about that.
Real. So you get a little bit of an idea that he's been working with Sean Bean for 2 years, trying to find it. Sean Bean has been bankrolling
like the
him,
investor.
I guess,
yeah, he's invested in this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, did he say he just wants to find it and do nothing with it too? What is the contract now between Sean Bean and Nicolas Cage? I guess I shouldn't say their real Ben and Nathan? Ian.
$100 a day plus expenses. That's his fee in Spider-Noir. Well, I'll tell you what. If we don't find the treasure, you can kill me. But you have to give me at least 10 years to find it. And then when we find the treasure, you get 5% finder's fee. Maybe that's
do you think
what
it's that what it is? Like a finder's fee percentage?
I actually think it's probably more so that Ian is saying that he
pretending
respects
that he's
history.
Also that. That's what I'm wondering too. If it's like I just want to be along for the ride because that's amazing. I want to also be a part of we found this together.
I want to be able to make my money back. So whatever we spend on it, when we find it, I want my money back plus 4%, some sort of return. Mm-hmm. That might be like the business way that he said it. Now, clearly he's like, I'm taking this treasure, which we'll talk about. Actually, I'm going to need to have health insurance as well. If I can get that from you, that'd be great.
Right.
No, you're an independent contractor, Ben. We have a very, very specific contract. You are not my employee. You're not I'm giving you cash under the table because of your IRS problems.
I am a villain, all right? I have henchmen.
Would you like to be a henchman? Then I can get you onto the healthcare plan. We have a pretty good healthcare plan, Ben. You probably should join up. We get a 401k and everything working for him as a henchman.
It's great.
Or a hired goon.
I like to call myself one of the goons. It's way more fun.
Hired goons. There's a couple of scenes where they kind of do who's there? Hired goons.
They do. They act like that.
So
we can kind of like figure out that one of them might have been in jail by the way that he immediately thinks
the prison thing.
The prison thing. Yeah.
They go down into the ship to explore, and they find a frozen body that freaks one of them out. And they're like,
isn't it Riley?
Cargo hold. I think it might have been Riley.
Because he's a bit of a scaredy cat.
Riley.
Yeah.
He's a scaredy cat. I'm the nerdy man.
The thing
I'm gonna be trapped on I'm going to be trapped on a hotel roof in 3 years. Man. No, he's the comic relief.
He might be a comic relief, but he is like the normal guy who's a little smarter than like average.
He's the droid. He's C-3PO and R2-D2. He's pulling you into this world so that you can understand it.
I think that's my point too, though.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying. He's the normal every man.
Because you got crazy Nicolas Cage, all right, and his crazy family. You've got Sean Bean, who is rich, evil man, also smart. You have the 2 schlubs that are his henchmen, all right. And you have Riley,
the rest of the movie,
who's just kind of normal but smart.
Abigail, who's a weirdo.
Yeah, she is.
John Voight's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel's a weirdo.
Yeah.
He's the only one that's not a weirdo. And he's just like, oh, God, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. So he is like, but he's not like too much where you're just like, oh, God, shut up.
Yeah, it doesn't get to that point in this one, I wouldn't say. Book of Secrets might be a different story.
But that's what that is the problem with Hollywood and taking the comic relief character and continuously making them stupider and stupider.
So they find a frozen body. The cargo hold is there, and they're like, "Oh, I bet it's got to be in the cargo hold." So they like bust open the cargo hold, and there's nothing in there.
Well, the sillier thing.
How little did they think the treasure was going to be?
That's what I was. I'm like, do they really think that it's like, oh no, it was still on Charlotte and it went down with the ship? Like, is that what they thought?
Maybe
that
they
there was
thought
going to be
piece
one
of the
clue?
treasure.
Maybe.
Like maybe they thought that it was in transport.
They put it in like
Charlotte.
different pieces.
Yeah,
they transported it in pieces.
Yeah, they split it
which
up.
makes more sense than to have it all shoved together.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever.
There's nothing inside, and they're all disappointed, and they're
just
like,
a bunch of gunpowder.
Yeah, just cases of gunpowder. Where's the treasure?
It's because they were just pirates at that point. This makes me think it's a pirate ship.
Riley accidentally releases a ton of the gunpowder, and Ben is looking around and he goes, now why would the captain be guarding that barrel in particular? Because there's a skeleton
and
with
he's like
his
holding onto one.
arms around one of the barrels. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what happened to this ship?
That's what I want to know. Did they all freeze to death? Did they all get scurvy? Did they all get like some disease, starve to death? What?
That the captain would be holding onto the barrel.
Right.
I actually think
was there a siege? But then there's people sleeping in beds and dead.
I think the hint comes from Riley's talking about the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
I think
they were just
got
holed
swept
up
in a hurricane.
Yeah.
And then it blew them around. It took them into a snowdrift, whatever.
Right.
And they just froze to death.
That's what I'm thinking too.
It's got to be what it is, and that's why the captain would guard the barrel so that it doesn't, get blown up or something, because it's the only thing with the clue in it.
Right. They put it with the gunpowder and stuff so that if it would get blown up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like the fallback, is that nobody would get it because now everything it's blown up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He unhooks this ghost hand from the barrel and is now cursed. And then digs in.
You want to do that. That's
no. Don't touch a ghost hand like that. A skeleton hand.
Yeah, you don't want pirates.
You can't touch a.
That pirate's gonna come back to life and like come at you.
I think they're supposed
I know
to
he's
be
not
like,
a pirate, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're like clearly supposed to be like Revolutionary War soldiers or some shit.
I like to think that they have become pirates because of the treasure.
No, we're guarding treasure. Doesn't that make us pirates? If you want to call yourself a pirate, call yourself a pirate, Nathaniel.
Huzzah!
So he curses himself and he finds this like package inside the barrel. And inside the package is an ornamental box of some type, and inside of that is a pipe that's shaped
like Charlotte.
Like the Charlotte. And I love throughout this movie how much Nic Cage's character fawns over the intricacies of all of the decorative, the way that everything was like done.
Yes.
He's like, oh man, look at it.
Do you guys understand
all the tracing and all, it's so hand done. And yeah,
right. Mm-hmm.
It actually, Nic Cage is all over the place.
It elevates it though.
Yes.
It makes you excited about it.
Yes. It's actually like a nice character trait that he's so nerdy about.
He's so nerdy about history. He is so nerdy about like these pieces and how everything was done back then.
Because the other time that he does this that I actually appreciate a lot is in the church when he's like looking through the glasses. And Ian's got like a gun pointed at everyone's heads, and he's like, it's amazing. You got to take a look.
Yeah.
He tells the villain.
Well, it's like, it's that point too, and it's when they have the declaration and they're inside of the building where they actually sign it, and he goes, I'm just thinking about how it hasn't been in here since the signing, and then he's just like, he's going to cry. The man is going to cry that he's
really
holding this document.
Those moments.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. I have thoughts about Nic Cage in this role that I'll try to save to the end, but I'm sure I'll say it throughout. That in particular, I think, is something that only Nic Cage could have brought into the role. Like, I'm sure that there's other actors that could have done it, but like there's something about Nic Cage's like inflections. There's that little touch
I
that he gives
almost feel like this is Nic Cage and his nerdy ass like coming through with how like he's just like, oh, if I just think about it as being like, you know, a fossil,
I was gonna
like
play,
you were saying, or
I was
like
gonna play Clark Kent. I was gonna be Superman.
What if this was a comic book, one of those like first
I've got a
editions?
lot of 1970s comic books in my house. Blades, Kung Fu's, Nic Cage.
Ghost
That's
Rider.
me, not Nic Cage, Luke Cage.
That nerdy side of him is like shining a little bit here.
Sean Bean is upset because of Ben and Bean. I'm getting all this.
Well,
Ian,
yeah.
Ian is upset thinking that the treasure isn't there. Ben is like, no. It wasn't that the treasure was going to be here. It was the secret lies with Charlotte. Mm-hmm. And then like a fucking nut job, like a wacko.
Yeah.
What does Ben do, Rachel?
So he breaks off the pipe, like the tip part, cuts his finger or hand, rubs his blood all over it, and then uses like a little scroll thing and like it's like a stamp, you know. So he kind of rolls it on there.
Yeah,
to
rolls
see
it
what
like
it
an
says.
ink. Yes,
But he instead of ink, he rolls it in his blood.
I'm
So he just like signed his death.
Yeah, he signed it in his blood. If I wasn't cursed before, now I definitely am.
is.
Get a pen, Sideshow Ben. This is crazy. This is curse-worthy.
It really is,
Cutting
though. Like, you couldn't have just, like, waited or gone back or had something that you could have used
Take it out
instead?
of the ship? Like, why do we have to do all of this
Why is
right
this
now?
in the ship?
We can go outside, we can get a sandwich
some
or some
light?
soup.
Lord.
We've been excavating this ship the entire time.
Well, I'm thinking,
maybe we can like take a break.
I guess they're thinking there could be more, but I'm assuming it's just this little box. Like, there's not going to be more. It's just this little box, okay?
Well,
take
even
it
if
out
there
and go
is
sit in the
more,
truck.
like-
Go sit in the truck. There's light there. This is like the darkest. There's dead bodies in here, and you're going to cut yourself?
Well, those bodies are 300 years old. But
Exactly.
It should have affected him more after cutting his finger like that. He was bleeding a lot too to be able to get the blood all over this pipe.
Well, you cut your hand. It's like your hand and your head are the ones that bleed the most typically.
That's true.
So you could just squeeze it out.
I would have liked it more if he, like a wrestler, he just cut his forehead
Just
and was like, oh, rub it across his...
It's like, what is wrong with you? I think Riley would have
now-
left. If that man, like, I'm surprised he did it. He's like, yeah, I'm good. I did my job. Can you guys pay me and I'll leave now?
So now, there's a riddle on here now, Rachel.
The legend writ, the stain affected.
The stain affected.
The key in
The
silence.
key in silence.
Undetected. 55 in iron pen. Mr. Matlock
Mr.
can't
Matlock
offend.
can't offend. Very nice. And they're like, oh god, it's another fucking clue. And Ben's like, I need to think. And he like walks around just repeating the thing.
I mean, that is also kind of one of his traits, is that when he needs to think, he kind of just like walks away.
It's like an episode of House.
He needs to walk. He needs to pace.
He's gonna have Cameron and whoever else go up to the big board and start writing down lupus and shit.
Just start writing American stuff onto a board.
He determines the legend writ,
Mm-hmm.
the key, and the legend and key. That's
could be a
referring
map.
to a map, like a map, like a treasure map. And then it's undetected, so that means that it's
Like it's
invisible.
Yeah.
And then he's like, why iron pen? And this is to your point, Rachel, where the one guy's like, it's prison. 55 men in an iron pen. Iron
Right.
pen is a prison. And he's
But
like, no.
it could just be a pen. I mean, pen's just,
just
you know,
be a-
iron. Or like the
Yeah,
ink. Maybe it's the ink. Like,
Yeah.
this is...
He's like, no, it's iron. Iron, it's like, it's
This
it's
is
not
the
about
stupid
the
part.
actual iron.
I'm sorry. There's something about his thought process here, but go on. Go on.
No, because it is kind of like that episode
I
of
feel
South
like he
Park
starts
where,
stretching it. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, this
okay.
is a stretch.
All right.
Wait a minute, iron pen. The iron does not describe the ink in the pen. It describes what was penned. It was iron. It was firm. It was mineral. No, that's stupid. It was firm. It was adamant. It was resolved. It was resolved. Mr. Matlack can't offend. Timothy Matlack was the official scribe of the Continental Congress. Calligrapher, not writer. And to make sure he could not offend the map, it was put on the back of a resolution that he transcribed. A resolution that 55 men signed.
It is wacky how he comes up with this.
I think the way he comes to it.
All
yes.
Right. No, okay. When he gets to this next point, it's fine because Mr. Matlock, and he's like, well, Mr. Matlock was the calligrapher of the Continental Congress.
It was just
and then
his
55
thought process.
Men.
Yes, where they wrote their name. Like, that's fine. It's just a fucking pen. It doesn't mean, like, iron firm bullshit. Like, it's just them.
Yeah,
they
signed their name. That part he was just
that
off
was
his
such
fucking
bullshit.
rocker. That had nothing to do with anything.
It had nothing to do with anything. I'm like,
he was
Matlock and the 55
mind.
guys who had to, like, write their shit. That's it.
It was like, the iron. He went way in on iron pen when Mr. Matlock and 55 men was the fucking clue.
That's your clue.
And he's like, iron. No, wait, let's get back to it. Okay, I'm a fan of comic books. Iron Man. Iron Man was part of the Avengers with Captain America. America, Declaration of Independence. It's on the back of the Declaration of Independence.
We got there. Oh, and then, Matlock and the 55, signatures. It all actually connects.
What about the Matlock part, Ben? What about the Matlock part?
Oh, right.
Well, let's see. Matlock was on in the 70s. 70, 76. That was when the Declaration of Independence was signed.
1776.
So he's saying, like, it's actually genius. A document of that much importance would ensure survival of the map, because they would have to keep it historical. Now, that might be true.
But it could have also not been. It's a very dangerous game to play.
The War of 1812 happened.
Right.
Where the British were like, we're going to take those fuckers back over.
Yes.
and so that could have been a problem.
Right.
And then, I don't know if anyone has, seen leaders throughout the 250 years of the United States of America, much less the hundreds of thousands of years of humankind.
Right, and how they act.
However, people don't always preserve history.
They really don't.
In a very nice way.
There's a lot of, like, things where
a fucking coffee stain on this.
Absolutely.
They literally rolled the fucker up to move it around the country for display during the Revolutionary War. I don't think that they were exactly, like, thinking that we have to preserve this thing.
That might have been their way of thinking that would preserve it, roll it up, put it inside the thing. Good to go.
So now they're trying to think, like, well, we have to examine the Declaration of Independence, because the map, there must be another clue associated with the Declaration.
They're not going to let us get in there. They're not going to let us look at this document and do anything to it.
And then he's like, well, Ben, I dabbled back in the day with a, let's just say I can, steal it. So he's...
No.
He kind of
borrow. I'm pretty sure he used
borrow.
The word borrow.
Yes, he says he will borrow it. Mm-hmm. Which is true.
I'm going to borrow the Declaration of Independence.
I'm going to borrow the Declaration of Independence. Nic Cage's whole thing is that he thinks that Ian will destroy it.
Well, he doesn't want it
finding it.
Oh, sure, like he just doesn't care.
Or after using it.
Well, I mean, even so, you can't steal it. Like, what do you mean you're going to steal the Declaration of Independence? I don't think he thinks he's going to destroy it at this point.
No.
At this point.
That's Ben's whole thing. Well, because Ben is like, we can't steal it. You can't steal the Declaration of Independence. We're gonna have to find it.
Because it's an asinine thing to say. Because it's like, if you steal it, well, now it's like, okay, great, we stole this, and now we're on the run forever. And I'm also trying to find the rest of this damned treasure. I can't do that either. Now you're just like a felon.
Well, that's my point about the entire what the hell does Ian think he's going to be able to do here with this money?
Get away with it.
Or
I
with
think he
this
just thinks he's
treasure.
gonna get away with them not knowing he stole it.
All right, well, okay. Eventually, how? Where? When? How? What is his plan? Because he has to get the treasure, wherever they may find it, out. And
I
then
think also he wants to add it to his own collection.
use it.
He might not,
Or-
I'm thinking he wants to keep it. It's
like people
now.
that steal art.
This
fuck are you
man
gonna
is
do
a
with it?
dragon. He wants to hoard the treasure and keep
All right.
it for himself. You know,
I'll
it's
allow that.
it's like Dr. No having priceless artwork that was stolen from like museums. What the hell is he gonna do with that? Display it in his home. It's
Okay.
his,
All right.
right? Because this
That's-
man's already rich. We know that too.
Yeah.
So he might
I'll
sell
allow it.
pieces. He might be like, "Oh, look at this piece I found," and then like give it to a museum and put his name on it that he found it. They don't know
Oh,
that
yeah,
where
I
it
guess
came
'cause
from.
because
Just
these
pieces.
are ones that aren't stolen, so they wouldn't know
They
that.
wouldn't
That's,
know.
That's true. That's true.
Right? Oh, look at this thing. Hey, we uncovered this. Like a supervillain.
So he says, yes, he is like a supervillain.
He
That
is.
true.
Henchman. Rich man. Smarts. Stealing
So
the
yeah.
Declaration of Independence. Supervillain.
We could borrow it. We're getting exposition here so that we understand that the Gates family is treated like shit because they're like kooks that believe in the treasure. You could rub it in their fucking faces if you find this treasure.
Right.
You should be trying to do this at all costs. Now that we know that this is real, we should be really going for it. And Ben just flat out says no. Ian's like, okay, well, now we have to shoot you.
You're a hindrance now, so...
Why do they want to shoot him?
Because
That's
he
your
knows what they're
first
going to do.
instinct?
Because
He's
they know...
Yeah.
Because he knows what they're going to do, and he's like, well, I'm not going to let you stop me.
Yeah, but he says like there's more to the riddle, and but if I'm the only one that can figure it out. So that's when Ian is like, okay, fine, we'll shoot Riley. So then they point the guns at Riley. Ben lights a flare, and he's like, shoot me and we'll all blow up, because there's gunpowder all over the ground now. Now, I would have thought that 300-year-old gunpowder, or however old this is, would have end wet. Like, it's wet gunpowder. Like, why would it be dry sitting on this snowbank?
Well, because it's dry. Why would
It's
it be
like
wet?
icy.
Yeah, it's
Because it's snow. It's covered in snow.
it's in
I
barrels.
guess it was in the cargo,
It's
yeah.
it's contained. Apparently, it could even be even more extremely dangerous.
Oh, okay. Good to know. So he tries to pull a fast one on Ian here. You need to know if Sean can catch! And he, like, throws the flare, and
then Ian
catches it without,
like,
without
okay.
a problem.
But then the flare flares up and lights him on fire.
Because of the gunpowder. Like you're saying, Rachel, it's, like, unstable. So it,
Right.
like, flooshes, and it catches him on fire. He drops it, and then it starts sparking everywhere, because now the gunpowder is going off and exploding. Shaw and Ian get out of there.
And
Ian locks them in. Yes.
Going, well, this is your fault.
Ben, though, because he is an
Fool.
expert at all history stuff, is like, there's going to be a hatch, a smuggler's hatch. So a smuggler's hatch, Rachel, I guess for your pirate stuff. I think it's more if they get boarded by pirates to go into the smugglers. It's like a panic room.
I'm just saying, I think they're also pirates. You don't know.
I don't know.
You know what? Now the new conspiracy is that the Knights Templar were also pirates.
We're pirates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get that started, America. Let's do that.
Let's go.
The Freemasons were pirates.
So
they
the
hoarded
black
treasure
flag as
everywhere.
well as the all-seeing eye.
I'm fine with that. Skull and crossbones. It makes a lot of sense.
It's
kinda
the eye
fits
from the
country.
skull.
And all of those fuckers had syphilis and all sorts of shit. So,
Oh, yeah, they
you
were
know,
just spreading it everywhere. Mm-hmm.
yeah. So it makes sense. Mm-hmm. Ben throws Riley down the smuggler's hatch, and then they both go through. Ian's group leaves while this giant explosion happens, which I love, that there's an explosion in the National Treasure movie about...
I know, and this like historical
history.
ship explodes.
Yeah.
How sad is that? Like that would have been such a cool piece to have in a museum. This beautiful like ship.
It belonged in a museum!
It did.
And now
it
it's
really
gone.
did. And now it's just pieces.
And they think that Ben and Riley are dead.
Yeah.
And I love when Ian's like, let's get out of here before someone sees the smoke. And I was like, they're gonna see the smoke in the middle of the Arctic Circle?
Well, that's why I think they're more so in just like northern Canada.
I thought that
They said
thing comes up saying Arctic Circle. Does it say northern Canada? Oh, it says Canadian Arctic.
deep in
so they
the
are
Canadian Arctic.
All right, fine.
So
But
there.
I was thinking they're more in that, like, you know,
But I
North
think they
Poland
are
region.
in that north. But there are people who live up there.
Well, apparently, because they get out of the
I think there's even like
hole.
science facilities and stuff would be up there, so they're gonna see like.
So they get away, and Nic Cage and Riley get out of the
Oh
hidey
yeah, I know
hole.
what they say. I remember what they say.
And he says, there's an Inuit village about 9 miles from here. And I was like, 9 miles? The two of you are going to walk with no rations
They had
in
water.
the Arctic
They had water in
for
their pot.
9 miles?
It's only 9 miles.
That's like in the
It's
in
summer
that kind
weather
of
in
snow.
Canada. You're fine. This is summer
It's like
weather
a
in
4-hour
Canada.
walk.
You're fine. Calm down. This isn't like in the middle of the winter or anything. This isn't, on the top of like the Himalayas or something. You're fine.
All right. Okay. Rachel says they're fine. I say they end up hugging a fucking barrel frozen to death. Fucking polar bear is gonna come eat them. That'd have been fun. A scene where like Nic Cage, like a polar bear comes up and was like, "Roar," and then Nic Cage is like, "Roar," and does something stupid, and the polar bear runs away. Riley asks what they're gonna do about Ian, and Nic Cage, in a very Nic Cage voice, this is like the first like very like Nic Cage line. He goes, "We stop him." That's kind of the end
it.
of that.
He
The
does
next
have a
time we
lot of
see him there-
answers just like that. Very matter of fact, very just short and sweet.
Yeah.
He does do that a lot. It's like,
And the
no,
next
no, no.
time we see him, they're in Washington.
Details, Nick. Details. Or I'm sorry,
no,
details, Ben. Details.
Look, I think that's another quirk of the character though, where he
Yes.
doesn't really know how he's gonna do it,
but he's going to do it.
or what
He's-
they're
he's
gonna do.
working it
but
out in his
They're
head.
gonna do it. Yeah.
He knows the start and the end, but he's got to figure out the middle.
So the theme kicks in, and they are back in the swamp known as Washington D.C. because it stank then, and it stinks now.
Yeah, a little bit.
They actually went to all of the locations that you see in DC here, Rachel.
that's
so
good.
they actually went on set and stuff.
I do like
They-
on site. That's nice.
Yeah, they were actually in front of the FBI building, and they went to the Lincoln Memorial to film that scene, etc. The National Archives. So they actually did go to all these places. I guess that pays to have Jerry Bruckheimer on as the producer, that you can get into these places or get permission to. This was the W days, so it was like
the W days?
Yeah, the
W
W
days?
George W. You
Ah.
could come here and film. I always
Have
wanted
fun.
to be part of a movie.
That's true. He just thinks he's in it, even though he's not in it.
That's
could see that.
right.
I could see that.
Not job. So they're there.
They all are.
They are leaving the FBI building because the FBI did not believe them. They
course
thought
not.
that they were crazy.
Yeah, because all you're doing is someone's gonna steal someone's gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. Okay.
Okay.
Do they have a?
Yeah,
Is there a plan for how do you know this? Why?
In fairness to the FBI, if some guy that talks like Nicolas Cage and was like, someone's going to steal the Declaration of Independence, you'd be like, yeah, all right, buddy, why don't you fill out this form and you can leave? Like, it's all right, let me just write that up on my invisible typewriter. Like,
That is
that's
the moment. That is literally what happened to him. I mean, they did kind of dress up nicely so that they didn't look like schlubs walking in and like going, someone's gonna steal the Declaration, like they're just crazy person off the
they
street.
did put on sports coats. That's true. You're right. They did dress up like it was a half-assed job interview to be able to, to discuss this. Riley says that anyone who can do anything is going to think we're crazy.
And anyone crazy enough to believe us isn't going to help.
But what's one step short of crazy?
Riley says
Obsessed.
obsessed. Yeah.
Passionate. Well, what he's saying, he prefers to think of himself as passionate, whereas Riley is
Sure.
like, no, you're obsessed. You know?
Yes.
You get this a lot with Nic Cage in this movie, right? Where he he puts the button on the end of that scene where he like says like a word.
He does that
or,
all
like,
the
a phrase.
time. Yes,
It happens
he
a
has
lot
to
in
have the
this.
last word every time. He'll say the last word and then immediately leave. He
Yeah.
won't let anybody else have it.
He hits the button on the scenes where he gets to leave. So they decided to go to
Another
the National Archives.
This is another passionate person, is what I think he was thinking.
He's a very passionate person. I don't think they know Abigail Chase.
No, but I
Maybe
guess
he looked her up.
maybe. But that's what I always thought he was like implying, was like, oh, the people who work at the National Archive are also kind of one step short of crazy passionate.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, because that's the next stop. Okay, I can see where you're putting two and two together there. Yeah, if you work at the National Archives and all you do all day is stare at the Magna Carta, you have to be pretty passionate. Okay, so Rachel and I talked about it a little bit, but there was some other stuff there. There was the first drawing of Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah, they did have a bunch of weird stuff in there that wasn't like...
Since they're in Washington, D.C., I will briefly say our trip, what it was composed of. So we drove down to Washington, D.C. as a family in the middle of June.
Yeah, it was very hot.
It's a
was
swamp.
like stifling hot.
Like Lisa Simpson was not lying to you when she said that. It was like 100 fucking degrees.
It was so
It's so fucking miserable.
We were sweating a lot.
We did not know that you could park at some of the memorials. We thought that you couldn't get to the National Mall without like parking like way far away. So we took like the subway.
Which was cool though, because you got to see like the neat looking subway.
You also got to see all of the miserable people that work in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
Because talk about the most miserable looking people ever. So we decided to do the National Mall, like all the monuments on the National Mall. So we were walking, sweaty as fuck, hot as balls.
Yeah.
At the end of the first day, we went to a restaurant, which you had to walk to way far away from the National Mall because, again, there's no food anywhere near anything. And you could tell people were like, please make these people leave. They stink. It was like so embarrassing.
You thought that. I don't think people thought that. It smelled like a sweaty pizza joint anyways, all right? I don't think that it mattered that we walked in.
They all stink anyway. They all stink. We're just being what you are.
It just smelled like cheese in there. Nobody's going to smell ya. It was pizza. It was fine.
Anyway, the next day we went to the FDR and the Jefferson Memorial, and we saw that there was a place to park, like right in front of the fucking statue. We were like, oh,
yeah,
okay. And then we understood. But that day that we went to the National Archives, which Rachel also made us go to the art museum.
Of course I did. Of course. How would you not? Come on. Yeah, I'm the only one who ever wanted to go to art museums, but whatever, it's fine.
Where am I at? Oh, okay. So they're in the National Archives, and they see that there is a pamphlet there that a gala is being held.
Oh, yes. The 70th anniversary or something, I think is what it says.
Oh, is that what it was? I didn't really catch it. I just saw he was just like fingering through a pamphlet here, seeing what's going on. Mm-hmm. And he has to go by a new name, Paul Brown, which for those keen-eyed listeners will know that Paul Brown is the name of the original owner of the Cleveland Browns.
I didn't know that's where you were going to go with that.
I thought he would have chosen some sort of historical name.
I think he didn't on purpose.
Do you think that Benjamin Gates is a fan? My favorite team is the Cleveland Browns.
Also could be true.
It's possible, I suppose.
I think it's also just a very boring name. No offense to any Paul Browns out there, but Paul Brown, it's just kind of a ho-hum kind of simple. Yeah.
My family owns the Cleveland Browns. I'm Paul Brown III. How do you think I got all that money to be able to donate to the gala?
Yeah, your Nicolas Cage is getting better now.
I was gonna say it was veering into Bill Clinton because I was laughing slightly. How do you think I got all that money for the gala?
You can't laugh and do Nicolas Cage. Otherwise, you gotta go crazy Nicolas Cage if you're gonna do that.
Nicolas Cage plus laugh just equals Bill Clinton.
Apparently.
Nicolas Cage plus crazy laughing. I don't even know what that is. So anyway, we meet Abigail Chase, who has taken up the time to meet with Paul Brown.
Oh, it's nice
we learned that he has to take he has to take a new name too because his name has no respect in the historical community. So if he would have said, "My name is Ben Gates,"
really the real
they would have
reason.
kicked him out at the door.
Mm-hmm. And Riley, for some reasons, my name is Bill.
Yeah, he just says
because
Bill.
he thinks
like,
he's supposed
like,
to
no one's
change
gonna know
his
who the
name.
fuck you are.
It's like, did you not go through this at like the FBI, or did he actually give his real name at the FBI?
No, I think he said Paul Brown. No, that's a good question. No, I think he did give his.
I don't think he gave his real
know.
name. I don't think he did.
I don't
Maybe
think
he talked
did.
to them alone too. Maybe he didn't have Riley in there with him. Like he had to like walk in by himself or something.
It's a fair point though, because he talks about the historical community, and he says Paul Brown. Like, yeah. Riley questions it.
He
You're
questions it here.
right. Convenient screenwriting, Rachel.
Unless it was just also like a why did you used a weird name at the FBI too? Like what's with the name? Like,
But if you wanted to say that he went in with Riley, you could say that it's because the National Archives is more of a historical organization that would know the name
they would
Ben
know it
Gates,
more,
and the FBI
yes.
wouldn't. So
right, that makes more sense. We can go with that. I like
you
that.
could go with that. Dr. Abigail Chase, Rachel, played by Diane Kruger. Your thoughts on this character? Her, what's her personality like? She's German.
She's
Saxony
German, and I do feel like that should have come in a little bit more. Like it just felt like a throwaway to her personality.
Well, it's just because it's Diane Kruger, so they're like, fuck it, just make her German. Like, don't make her have to do an American accent or
that's
anything.
fair. Yeah.
And she's a natural, or like she either gained her citizenship or she's a naturalized
Yeah,
citizen.
because she's
or
like, no, I
something.
am American.
Yeah, she's like, I'm American. Yeah,
Right.
she's very adamant. Like, I am an American. That's the whole point of the fucking country.
Right.
That someone can come here and become an American.
She's very intelligent, I would say. She's got like the smarts about her. And of
She's
course
also kind of obsessed
and
with
she's
history,
obsessed,
which you would expect.
which is what I was saying. She's passionate and obsessed with history.
She's
because
the
now she
director
also
of the
has like
National
she has like
Archives.
her little collection on her shelf and everything too.
Yeah, I like Diane Kruger in this. It
I
is
like
a.
I feel like the character fits.
It's like an interesting combination of what they give as this character's traits.
She
it almost
almost-
feels like,
I feel like she wants to be Evie from The Mummy.
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but not
but
quite as
Eve-
cute and like charming.
But here's the difference though.
She's almost
Evie-
like a James Bond character mix in hers.
Evie is in the Nicolas Cage role in The Mummy.
That's true.
The genders are flipped. Rick
that's very
O'Connell is your
true.
Abigail Chase. They go out to find someone to help them on the
That's fair.
treasure hunt, right? So it's almost like they're flipped in that way.
They
And-
find their what's the word I want? Because it's like she's like she has a specific role too.
Yeah, I was just gonna say their companion, but I guess you're thinking like
I can't think of the word.
adventure person. I don't know. I can't think of it. But it is. I see what you're saying though, and she does, and that's where
Like a
the
specialist
difference would-
almost specialist who's like is on the
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, except for she doesn't willingly join the group, and that's kind
well,
of the
she
twist.
doesn't, and then she's just like, "Fuck it, I'm actually interested now."
Well, yeah, she's curious. Ben says it at some point, like, no, she's not gonna leave. Now she's curious. Like, now,
Yes.
she like has to know now because she is passionate,
And she can
about
always
it.
give the excuse of, "Well, they threatened me, they kidnapped me.
Yeah,
I'm fine."
she has a collection of campaign buttons from George Washington's campaign, which I didn't even remember. I guess he campaigned. I don't remember them saying he campaigned, but he must have campaigned.
No
Who did
idea.
George Washington campaign against?
Oh, that's a good question.
Campaigned against no one for the presidency.
I was gonna
he was
say, yeah,
unanimously
it was just
unanimously
unanimous.
elected.
So it wasn't like he was campaigning against him, but I guess it was just kind of like I'll do it, and everybody's like, yeah, and then so he gave out little
Well,
pins, like
There was a time they basically were telling him like you could be president for life was an option.
right, yes,
And I don't know if he actually said this. I doubt that. I'm sure that it's been changed a million times, but the idea was that he said, I did not fight George III to become George the First. Meaning,
Oh,
like,
I
I'm not
remember
gonna
hearing
become a
that.
king.
I remember
Yeah.
that
I don't know if
being
that
something
actually-
he said.
If he actually said that. But.
You never know. They always lie to you about American history, so I have no idea what's actually the truth. But I could believe it. I could.
So what
kind
the
of
hell are
believe
these
it.
campaign buttons then? Are they like actual literal like Revolutionary War campaigns, like the different campaigns throughout the war?
Oh, maybe
That's got to be what she means.
Maybe that's what that is then. Oh God! Now we have to look these up. They made and sold a variety of commemorative buttons with patriotic designs.
Okay. So it was like the first,
So
like...
after he was put
By...
in.
So it was the first, like, buy this commemorative coin.
Yeah.
We were doing it in 1789 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. So Abigail has these coins. He points out that she's missing one, and he's like, please don't touch her. She says, please don't touch that. Well, I'll get straight to the point. We have reason to believe that
He's really trying to use the right words, is what you're gonna get at here.
Yes. He's trying to be very specific in the wording that he says, and he eventually just gets it out that someone is going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
And she's like, the Declaration of Independence? Why are you talking to me? You should be talking to the FBI. What am I gonna do? But his whole point of coming here is that he wants them to let him look at the Declaration and actually examine it. That's the point. Because then he could probably contact Ian and tell him, you don't have to, I already looked.
Yeah, if you just let us do this, we can be, like, done with it, and we don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
She says they're crazy, and he's like, well, we just want to examine it. We think that there might be a cartograph.
That's what it is. He uses, tries not to say that there's a treasure map on the map. And she figures out that he's saying treasure map. And it's like, no. That's what I'm trying not to say, because now she's like, oh, you're a treasure hunter. Okay.
Treasure map on the back of the Declaration of Independence. And that's when Riley's like, and that's when we lost the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that Riley was in there with the FBI. Oh, that's true. He was
in there. Well, okay.
So I guess it's either that bad movie writing, or they used their real names.
Sure.
And the FBI didn't write anything down.
It's the FBI. Yeah. So
a treasure map?
That's where we lost the FBI.
You're treasure hunters, aren't you?
We're more like treasure protectors.
I remember that being like part of the trailer or the
too.
commercial whenever they would air it on cable.
Too. I remember
more
that.
like treasure protectors.
But yeah, she says there's nothing on the back because she's actually seen it personally, except it says like the little dated thing on the little stamp.
Declaration of Independence, dated 1776, and she's like, yeah, I know. But he said,
but it's gonna be invisible.
Like, well, it's invisible. And Riley's like, and that's where we lost Homeland Security. Why do you think this? And he says, we found an engraving on a 200-year-old pipe.
I mean, he just gives all the information. He's giving all of it. You know, he's not like lying.
He says later that he tells, I told you everything. Except, I gave you a fake name. But he does say, like, I said everything to you. Because she says, where's the pipe? And they're like, we don't have it. So then she's like, did Bigfoot take it from you?
Yeah, now she's just being a bitch.
Just to be a bitch. And she is the type of person that, like, all right, I'll just do the Bigfoot thing. I won't come up with some more obscure cryptid to say
to the aliens abducted.
I need to get him out of this. So he decides to, like, sting her a bit.
Yes.
Because he's like, must have taken a long time to hunt down all that history. Shame you don't have the last piece or something like that. So he's trying to, like, appeal to her sense of
her own, like, treasures and things that she wants to keep.
These are your treasures. We're trying to hunt this down and make sure, and we want to make sure that it's protected. So they go and they look at the Declaration hanging in the rotunda, and he quotes from the Declaration, Rachel.
And he says it in but it's such a voice that I felt like I zoned for a second. And I was just like, whoa, what happened?
Yeah, it's one of Nicolas Cage's foibles in general. Is when
you could just fall asleep to this man, like
yeah, it's when he has to say something and he can't be crazy Nic Cage that it doesn't like hit with the same punch. Because what's the quote that he says, Rachel? It's about
but when a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right. It is their duty to throw off such government and provide new guards for their future security. People don't talk like that anymore.
Yeah, that's the button that he throws on there. People don't talk that way anymore. I think that actually comes back later in the movie. Somebody says something like, people don't talk like that.
Yeah, it does. It does come back.
Abigail says it. Somebody says it.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that if there's something that you see that is wrong, those that have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action. In
And he
other
stares at
words,
John
with
Hancock.
with great power. Yeah, why does it zoom in on John Hancock?
I guess
Very
because
strange.
maybe he was one of the Freemasons.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah,
The
so
idea,
the idea,
it's with great power comes great responsibility.
right?
That's what he's saying. Or
And then
those
Riley
who can
becomes
do
Spider-Man because Nicolas Cage becomes his uncle. It all works.
Ben Riley.
Right.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
This all makes sense.
Right.
It means if there's something wrong, those who have the ability to take action have the responsibility to take action. I'm gonna steal it.
What?
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
And then he walks away. He gets the stinger at the end of this
He
one,
does
too.
the walk away again.
He does the walk away. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Hey John, what I think that this character should do is he says something and he walks away, and that's the end of every scene in the movie. What do you think? It's a lot of scenes there, Nick. Yeah, I think it's a great way to punctuate each scene. Make them seem really tough.
That or arrogant?
It's like every other scene.
It really is, though. Like,
So
he does it to
Riley's
Abigail.
worried-
He says the thing to Abigail, and then he leaves.
That's true.
says
He did it to
this,
just
and then
the
he
last
leaves.
scene.
It's like he's like, I gotta be poignant and then leave. Poignant and then leave.
Really think that that'll just be the best way to distinguish us from all the rest of the adventure movies. Say something cool, and then you leave. So Riley's all worried because he's like, we're going to go to prison. And he says to Riley, like, we have to do this because the only way to protect the Declaration is to steal the Declaration.
Right.
They say
that's his
Declaration like
point.
20 times. Just
Oh,
in this scene
Declaration
alone.
in this scene alone. Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Now, Rachel,
Yes.
why would Ian destroy it?
It's a good question. Why
does
does
he
he think
care?
he's going to destroy it? Because he even said, when he first said he was going to steal it, he said, I'm going to borrow it. Do what they want to do with it, put it back.
Leave it on the front door
Yes.
of the National Archives.
Yes. I don't think it's weird
A homeless
that he thinks,
guy would take it and use it as toilet paper. That
probably,
is what
but
would
that's
happen.
not, Ian didn't do it. And I don't know if we missed something or if there was something in their past that makes him think that he just doesn't have as much respect for these items.
I don't quite understand that part, but I mean, I guess you could
because he's
just say
like,
he
it's not
doesn't- he
me,
doesn't
so everybody's
value
going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
not gonna-
He doesn't value it. He's a Brit.
I
So
guess because he
naturally
wanted-
he hates America. And at the end of the movie, he does tell Nick he is a man of his word. He's like, here's the shark, here's the pipe, here's the Declaration. I don't need
I just
them.
want
I
the
just want
the
treasure.
end game. The end game. I don't care about the Declaration of Independence. I want the treasure. Give me
It's
my
a little-
treasure.
Where's me treasure? It's a little bit maybe of just an excuse
I
for
think it's
him
an
to be
excuse.
like,
He
I need
wants to get
I need
there
to
first.
do this. Yeah.
I think it is his excuse because he's just like, they won't let me do it. Now I'm going to steal it because I'm going to get to it first. This was my thing. It's not Ian's thing. This is my thing.
Riley decides to explain to him how this cannot be done. So he takes him. I love the way that exposition and everything is just dumped on you in here because he's just like, okay, Ben, I've brought you here. Do you know where we are? This is the Library of Congress.
The biggest
It
library
has
in
more
the world.
books. I wanted it to like pan out and like Riley to like spread his arms like it's the biggest
It's
library
the biggest
in the
library
world.
in the world. There are 20 million books in here.
Rachel, I did when we were in DC. I applied for my Library of Congress card, which any citizen
Yes,
can
I
do.
remember that. Yeah.
And you can go into the Library of Congress when you pick up your card. And I was going to do it, and we just like ran out of time or something. And I'm still disappointed that I never picked up
I
my
know.
library
I
card.
would have gone. That would have been fun too.
Lays it all out. He's got the blueprints. He's got construction manuals. All right. First of all, if you're taking all of this stuff out, this is post 9/11. Someone is flagging your ass for taking all of these stuff out about the National Archives, including the phone lines, water, and sewage The Declaration is on display. It is surrounded by guards and video monitors and little families from Iowa and little kids on their 8th grade field trip. And underneath an inch of bulletproof glass is an army of sensors and heat monitors that will go off if someone gets too close with a high fever. Now, when it is on display, it is lowered into a 4-foot thick concrete steel-plated vault that happens to be equipped with an electronic combination lock and biometric access denial systems. Edison. I always remember this one, and I don't remember why, Rachel.
We also get a montage of images while all of what Kevin has said
that's explaining,
is said.
That's explaining the Constitution, or not the Constitution, the Declaration going it down into the vault and everything.
Right.
And Ben says, well, Edison tried and failed nearly 2,000 times to develop the carbonized cotton thread filament for the incandescent light bulb. And when asked about it, he said, I didn't fail. I found 2,000 ways how not to make a light bulb.
Didn't he also
only
steal
one way
ideas to make his light bulb?
Not according to that Simpsons episode, but I'm not positive.
Oh.
Yeah. I always remember that one, though, Rachel, the Edison speech or the Edison line from this for some reason. It's like,
yeah,
it could be something that you would see in like a corporate PowerPoint where it's like
that too. It is a nice thought, because it's true. It's if you want to, if you want to take a shelf life lesson from this, you're going to fail, but you can learn from those failures.
You just need to
find
get it
the
right
right way to do it.
So let's see. He explains that the preservation room. Do you know what the preservation room is there for, Rachel?
To preserve things.
Oh, I wanted you to do Riley's line.
Jams
there you
go.
Delicious jams and jellies. That's like such a... All right,
well, I think
like,
he's being sarcastic to him. I don't think he's being stupid there.
No. He's being sarcastic. But like, the guys that wrote like Pirates and Shrek, Rocio and Elliot, apparently did do a pass on the script at some point, and I was like, yeah, that's one of their fucking lines. I can spot that fucking joke a mile away. Because it's like just highbrow enough that it would take like the dumbest people in the audience like a second to remember like a preserve is a jam.
Right, a preservative. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it's like just highfalutin enough that you can be like, oh, that's humorous. So they take it there when it is off display or it needs to be preserved, and the guards would be distracted during that gala that they talked about earlier. And Riley has no comeback. He goes through all the sheets, and he thinks it's possible. So they begin their little mission here. We get a montage of their mission, including Riley somehow, Rachel.
Oh, I know, yeah.
In 2004, mind you, heads down into the subway system of Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
War on Terror at its apex into some maintenance room.
Right.
And hooks up a camera and equipment without somehow being caught in the police state that is the United States of America.
It's a
How
little
the fuck
crazy.
did he get in there?
It's a little weird. You'd think there's cameras. You'd think there's sensors.
It's the most unbelievable part about this movie, about the stealing the Declaration.
I think it is.
Has an invisible treasure map on it.
Unless... I also, you know what? Also, I don't think it's that unbelievable. I could see how stupid this could be. Like, actually, not being secure and.
Yeah, you know what?
I could actually 100%
you make a fair
see
point.
that. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? There's just a backpack hanging out down here. We didn't see anything. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know what? Fine. I withdraw my statement. Fucking morons. Nowadays, he would just like hack it somehow, right? Like he would just be some sort of cybersecurity thing, and he would, like, hack it.
You'd have to probably go a little nuts with it, but yeah, I could see him doing that. Mm-hmm. Like you'd probably want to have that physical footprint to like attach to make it easier, but I could see
all he's doing is recording a blank hallway that they're going to like replay over because he does like hack their system later.
I think yes, but he also is going in so that he can see what's going on because he needs to be the eyes for Ben. So he needs to be able to actually see what's going on in the cameras.
Sure. Yeah, you're right. He needs to do both at the same time. Yeah, that's true. Cage is making some Stouffer's lasagna. That's the dinner of champions right there. It's like TV,
it is. It really is.
Yeah. He's made a fake ID badge out of someone like at the archives because he had the big like
honestly
photo lens.
Believable because I bet they're old ass shit. That
stuff
has still not been updated. I can tell you right now. I bet none of this has been updated. It's all the same.
Oh, guaranteed, guaranteed. Yeah, no, none of this. None of this is
updated.
Not at all. No.
Oh, God.
He makes some homemade disappearing ink. It is clever how they do all of this, despite
is
it being
clever.
absolutely ridiculous.
Absolutely.
But they at least
It's
like
very
make it
fun.
like clever.
Yes.
You know, very heisty.
Riley has a laser that's going to, like, that can heat up stuff.
That would for sure get him kicked out of the
Oh,
country.
100%. 100%.
He'd be in fucking jail for that. Also, and I don't remember if you remember this, Rachel, we talked about it, where like the Magna Carta specifically had like that weird like UV light room that it was in.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to take pictures in the National Archives because all of the cameras can damage the documents.
Well, flash photography.
Flash photography.
Right.
So I guess he just has this big like camcorder.
It's just a
is how he
camcorder,
does
so
it.
he's videoing, you know, that's fine. No lights on, except for this
Because
laser.
He sets this little old lady up. Like I wanted them to be like, Swarm!
Yeah, like they like grab her,
And
like,
they're,
get back!
Get the fuck back, lady! Get down! But that triggers that there's something wrong with the holding pen for the Declaration, the display. So they like pull it down into the preservation room.
It's like,
and
it's too hot in there. We need to bring it down. Mm-hmm.
they're gonna keep it down there because they're gonna, and because it's close to the gala, so nobody's got time to do the diagnostics. We'll just put a
so we'll
copy
just,
up for
just
now.
leave it
Fuck
for now. Mm-hmm.
They're not gonna know.
But before she gets the document, she gets a gift
He sends her the button
from Paul.
for the woman who has everything, and like her and like the secretary like
Ooh.
like anyone would ever have the hots for Nicolas Cage.
Maybe she does. Maybe you do.
That's the way
maybe
that
there's
she
something
acts, so,
charming
like,
about
"Oh,
it.
Paul Brown. Okay, well I do know this for a fact, Rachel.
I guess because it
so-
is just like, oh, so he's infatuated with me, like a thing, like making fun of him.
Statistically speaking,
Okay.
the worst city in the United States to be single in
Yeah.
is Washington, D.C.
I could see that.
Because people are all fucking miserable there,
Right.
and they're all stressed out,
And
they're
hot.
all job obsessed.
Feel like crap.
None of them date functionally
spending
or
way
have
too much
functional
money on
relationships.
the
not a
place they
single
live.
fucking one of them, and they're
Yeah.
all they're all getting fucked by their politicians,
Oh, that
metaphorically
too.
and literally,
Physically,
probably.
yeah.
So I could see maybe in
Mentally.
that case, Abigail is just like, okay, a gentleman caller, because
Yes.
this doesn't happen.
Right. She probably also is just like, oh, Paul Brown. Which one was Paul Brown? Oh, yeah, that guy that came in yesterday.
But he sent her the button with the disappearing ink
Yes.
stuff on it, knowing that she's gonna finger the button.
And not wash your hands, I guess.
And that, well, yes, I guess they had to time it. Yeah. Yeah.
She's a dirty girl. That's all we know.
Very dirty. That's another thing I found out about you, Abby. You don't wash your hands. Now that you've
maybe
said that, it's
maybe
like,
it
ew.
sticks to your fingers longer, and like you really have to scrub
Yeah.
them to get it off. But I just think it's
because
funny.
That or they'd have to time it where Riley does the thing with the declaration, like knowing that the item got delivered, unless Paul Brown delivered
He might have
it
hand delivered it. He
himself.
probably hand delivered it and said, "Could you give this to?"
Yeah,
Because it was just
'Cause
like, "Here, give it
then
to the
she
secretary."
just went straight to the room,
Right.
Yeah, otherwise gross. Fucking gross. Yeah. See, I would date you, but I noticed that you did not.
You haven't washed your
Wash your
hands in about
hands.
8 hours, so
I was able to figure out your Valley Forge password. By the way, that's a terrible password.
it's a horrible password. Like this little keyboard comes out of the wall. She types in Valley Forge. No capitals, no symbols, no numbers, none of that. This is a very insecure password. Now my husband points out, yes, this was also years ago. And I was like, fine, but it still bothers me. Security-wise. It still
a bad
bothers
password.
me.
It's a thematic password. It's there for the plot, but that does
Right.
not make it, any better. Like instead of a password, Rachel, a passcode would be good.
Yeah.
Or like a fucking retinal scan,
Or like a
something if you're
badge
going to go down there.
scan and like multiple
A badge
things.
scan?
You need like
Badge
multiple
scan could be good.
pieces. Yeah.
Literally anything. There's this guy that's in this part of the
Oh,
montage.
who is this weirdo?
And then
He
shows
creeps
up at
me
the
out.
banquet.
He's
It felt
creep.
like
He's a
maybe
creep.
he's in more. Maybe he's in more of the movie in the 4-hour rough cut.
Maybe, because I have a feeling he's like some weirdo that's always hitting on her, is what it feels like.
Yeah, he's got a thing for Abby, yeah.
So that's why she's into Paul Brown, because she's got this creep that she has to work with constantly hitting on her.
Well, she does say when she goes to open up the box, she's like, hopefully it's not from some guy. She
this
says, like,
guy. This guy.
He like turns around when she's putting the password in.
Yeah, and then like she looks at him like it's very uncomfortable.
Very unsettling. Hello, Abigail.
What now do we have
says,
when the Hannibal Lecter comes in?
Yeah, anybody saying hello, Abigail does sound kind of Hannibal
like
Lecter-y. Meanwhile, Ian is doing some more research of his own, like building bombs and shit.
Yes, he's proper heisting. He's proper heisting,
which I like because it's the contrast of it, where it's like the man with all the resources to be able to like just bust in like physical strength versus like having to be like smart and spy like and clever about the heist.
Well, the weirder thing to me is that he's doing it himself. Like, he has all his people, but
like
I guess
he goes in himself.
I'm thinking
he likes the thrill, Rachel.
I was gonna say, I bet it's part the thrill, and 2, he wants to handle the document because he's going to take care of it.
Oh, he's the only one that trusts it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
He has to be there because he doesn't trust anybody else.
I could see that. Yeah,
because he's also untrustworthy himself. You know.
Or he's like the Joker, and he's planning to take these guys out one by one. No.
Oh, that would have been fun. Now there's a twist. Ian is the Joker. Ooh.
I killed the bus driver.
He could have been the Joker.
That's who this guy could have been, Rachel. He could have been the guy shouting like, do you know where this is? You and your friends are dead.
It would have been kind of great. I kind of like that. He does have a Heath Ledger look to him, so I feel like it kind of
does in this movie.
Actually work. He could be the Joker.
Yeah, he does not. He is not Ed Stark in this movie.
No, but he still is handsome. Hair. He's still like Sean Bean handsome.
I mean, Sean Bean. He's a handsome man.
He's a very handsome man.
I actually love this part where it's the gala night and Ben is getting ready and he's like stepping out of the van because Riley is literally the guy in the van.
Yes.
And Riley attempts to stop him one last time, and Ben just shuts the door on him mid-sentence.
Right.
I enjoyed that. He's pretending to be a janitor.
Yes.
He goes to the side door. He gets kind of lucky, Rachel, because this falutin couple doesn't know where to go in. So one of the guards is telling them, like, go to the front door and present
he has to deal with
invitation.
them. So he looks at this janitor guy and looks at his badge and goes, yeah, go on in.
You don't have to scan.
I'm telling you, I bet you just still don't. I bet you still don't.
I have to scan like 3 times to get in at fucking work.
Oh, I understand. Yes. I understand how, it gets a little crazy with badges. He's lucky he didn't, because if he could have gotten those badges very easily. You could just buy those in bulk, but you have to have them programmed properly. And it actually puts it into like a back end system where you can see who badged in.
All right, Rachel is saying this is all hypothetical. This is not, she's not saying that you should go out and do this.
No, my point is that it wouldn't work very well. No, I'm not telling anybody to do this. I wouldn't tell anybody to do this. Now, if you did, though, I would love to hear how you did.
Gets it. So he goes into the bathroom and he takes off his custodial outfit. He had a tuxedo on underneath.
Right.
So like that'd have to be a loose fitting janitorial outfit.
It did look a little floppy, that's fine. And like Riley is the guy in his ear as well, so he's just like, how do you look?
Bean and company are going in more nefariously.
I like that.
They're trying to go underground with
Mr.
it. So
Bean.
they've parked. They're going like in the sewers to like pop up from like a fucking Ninja Turtle in the middle of the National Archive. Now that would be.
Now that's another one. All right.
That's not bad. The turtles fighting underneath the National Archives. Sign me up for that.
That sounds really fun. Yes, I would take something where they have to go to the sewers of Washington D.C.
Write me that story.
That sounds cool.
Image or whoever.
Somebody?
I think it's Image that has them.
One of you.
So he runs into Abigail, who looks unenthused.
Well, she's
that
just kind
Paul
of
Brown
like,
is there. She just looks unenthused in general. She looks like she's not having the best time at this gala.
Well,
this is not her thing.
She's the
She's
nerd
an
in the back
introvert.
who has to come to this to like make an
Yes.
appearance.
Yes,
And then she
she's a
wants to
nerd.
leave very quickly.
That's right. So she sees Paul
Mr. Brown. Yes.
who he's brought her a flute of wine,
Champagne.
and he's like, she's like, how did you get here?
Just
And he's
ignore me.
well, whatever it is, I don't care.
I know. Go on.
And he says that he made a last minute donation, a pretty big one. So that's how he got in.
Mm-hmm.
Riley is annoyed that they're flirting. He's like, all right, Romeo. But this was part of the plan. They needed to get her fingerprints.
Yeah.
Which is fun. I like how that's unveiled. I like how they unveil that later
Mm-hmm.
on. That like it was all part of the plan.
It is funny because you can see him
I'm
glance
gonna
down a
steal
couple
the
times.
Declaration of. This is a Joker plot. Like I'm gonna steal
is
the
very Joker
Declaration of
plot.
Independence
Yes.
just to see if I can.
And he would burn it. He would burn it.
He would burn it. Yeah.
So if Ian is the Joker, now I understand why he was scared to have him steal the Declaration of Independence, because
That's fair.
he would burn it. But it is funny because you see Nicolas Cage glance down a couple times at the flute of champagne, like making sure she puts her finger on it. Like, okay, is she holding it? Like, is she holding it? Okay, that's where I don't want to touch it. Okay.
Yes, he has to make sure that that he knows where she touched it. Yeah, and then he like grabs it from like the bottom so that he doesn't like smudge it.
And Creeper Herbert comes up with another flute of champagne for her. So he's just like, here, I'll take the one I gave you. You can have it from the Creeper. And he downs his champagne.
Well, he says like, let's all share a toast to high treason.
That's what these men were committing when they signed the Declaration. Had we lost the war, they would have been hanged, beheaded, drawn and quartered, and my personal favorite, had their entrails cut out and burned.
Burned! And he says it in that
yells that. And burned! And I'm like, everybody would have been like, what the fuck?
Well, it's a very Nicolas Cage delivery.
Very.
Like, let's picture Harrison Ford in this role, Rachel. Take your pick. A suave-esque, actor in this role. And
Okay.
Idris Elba.
Oh, yes.
Whoever.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a
Thank
good
you.
one.
I
I like
thought
that
about
one.
this.
That's a good one to pull out.
Idris
Ooh.
Elba would almost be too hot.
He
for
would be
this
too
role.
good. Yes. Everybody would be just like, oh. But I mean, it's like a very... Yeah, that would be too James Bond. That's too James Bond. He's like too good.
Chris Evans.
That's better. I feel like you can't dress down Idris Elba. You can't do
Yeah.
that. No.
Yeah, he'd have to be wearing a suit.
They would just hand him the Declaration of Independence. Like, here you are, sir. Enjoy your night.
Oh yeah, you can examine it. It's
Do
fine.
whatever you want.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that stupid joke in Master of Disguise where I was handing them the
Yes,
whatever.
that too. Oh God.
He basically gives away what he's about to do because he says, "Here's to the men who did what was considered wrong, in order to do
What was
what
right?
or in order to do what they knew was right."
Mm-hmm. He stares her down when he says this, and then just guzzles the champagne.
Yeah, because he's nervous as hell.
I feel like he's telling her, like
Yeah,
he's like, "I am
he
telling
is.
you what I'm doing right now because
Like,
I need
I'm
to."
gonna take it. Yeah, like he
but
has
I'm
to tell
going to be
somebody, like,
gentle. Like, it's me. I understand.
Ian's company is discharging a giant fan
to
as
get
you
past
do.
it. That feels like video game-esque. Okay, now you got to get past
Yeah.
the fan at the
Well,
right
even that-
angle.
It's like two different ways to. I like it because
It's
it's like
great.
two different ways to perform a heist. It's like two heists going on, like competing heists. That's,
It truly
that's
is.
fun.
It's actually very fun.
Because you normally, like, a heist movie is like one group is trying to do the heist, and in this
Yeah.
you have two groups and they have to be completely different because one has different resources. I also like that, I guess to your point, Rachel, like a video game, Ian is telling them how much time they have before they need to be on to the next part of
Yes.
the heist.
Yeah.
Because he's like 60 seconds, and then they'll be
Yes.
like, okay, blow the doors, 90
Great.
seconds. Like, he has it all timed
He
out.
has it perfectly timed.
Ben is doing some science experiments in the bathroom on the changing table. Meanwhile, Ian's crew is just blasting the shit out of the tunnels of DC. You think that these blasts would register on some radar.
Nah.
In
Maybe they're too far
2004,
down. They're too far down.
In the middle of the Bush administration.
Nah. This is before they thought about that. And then they saw this and went, you know what? Maybe we should go,
Hey, gents, I was watching this movie, National Treasure. It was fucking great.
But it
I think we need to maybe make some a little bit more secure down there in the tunnels. What do you think?
I like to think that this made them all go, oh shit, wait a minute.
now, do you think that down there in the tunnels is really a declaration? They got that down in the room down there? I would never have guessed it.
You gotta show me.
So anyway, George Bush, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't think that you were going to get George Bush. He does the experiment, and it allows him to be able to see Abigail's fingerprint on the glass. It's very clever.
Yes.
He puts on a glove.
Yeah,
on his
he
thumb.
puts on the thumb condom, and he puts the...
It is literally a thumb condom.
Well, that is literally what that is. Those are
It
called
is.
they're finger condoms. So he puts the thumb
Finger
condom on to get the thumbprint off.
Riley turns the cameras off so that it shows that he's not there. We talked about how Valley Forge is the password. Valley Fry Glove, Levy. And they're going through all these things, and he comes up with Valley Forge. Now, here's the thing, Rachel. Mm-hmm. Maybe capitalize. Maybe the system.
That's what I was saying.
Sophisticated
This is
enough.
what I'm saying.
You know what it should have been?
An @ symbol.
If you wanted
a
to keep
3,
it Valley Forge.
exclamation
Capital
mark.
V 4 LL or like capital L
V
lowercase
at
L
4.
a 3
You know?
Y 4
Yeah.
GE.
Yeah. Stupid.
There you go, Abby. There's your password. Fucking letting anybody into the stupid preservation room.
It's
because of you.
ridiculous.
The plan was he was literally going to unscrew the Declaration of Independence from the case.
Yes.
And just take it.
Yes.
They would show up in the preservation room and they would just be like, did we lose the Declaration
Like, where the
of
hell did it go?
Independence?
Right.
I think that was the plan.
But here's the thing. In the system, it would have showed that she logged in. She'd be fucked.
She'd be in prison.
Yep.
That's true. You're right.
Yeah. You're the last person to
Yeah, I
log
didn't think about
in
that.
during the gala.
They really did
They set her
up
up.
Abby. Yeah, she was going to be the fall guy.
Should have
And
set
how
up
are
the
they going to
crate.
get it back there?
I don't know. I think he was
I guess
literally
they
going to
just
hand it to
figured-
her. I think he was going to give it to her.
Okay.
I think that was going to be his plan.
I don't think that they thought this through on how they were going to get away
That
with
part
getting
didn't
it back
matter.
in there.
That part didn't matter.
As Ben is unscrewing this, he loses all the video because Ian's crew just decides to knock out all the security cameras. They're not going in nearly as quiet.
No.
Riley freaks out, and Ben decides, like, okay, I don't have time. I have to take the whole thing. Is it heavy? Riley asks. Which
Yeah.
you would assume it is. It's
I
this
would
big
imagine.
ass frame.
Right.
There's some ridiculous zoom-ins on the doors as it like goes from Ben to the door that's opening by Ian. It's a very Ocean's 11 like zoom across into the hall, like around the hallway.
Yes.
It's like the only shot that's stylistic.
Yes.
There's only like there's a couple of stylistic shots in the movie, but John Turteltaub, not exactly a stylish director
Okay.
or acclaimed director in my view. Like,
Gotcha.
wouldn't you agree? Like, it's very like very matter of fact. The
Okay.
movie was shot, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Shaw, seeing that it's Ben, because like Ian's
Holding
like,
the declaration,
"Thanks."
mind you. One, you're
Thought he was dead.
alive.
Yeah, you're alive.
And then 2 is like, you're holding the damn declaration, you know?
Yeah. Well, he starts Shaw because Shaw's the fucking hothead. Starts
Shaw
shooting
is
at
not.
him.
No, he's not. One of his guys goes in front of him and starts
No,
shooting
not
at him.
Sean, not Sean Bean. Shaw.
Shaw
one
is...
guy that-
Ian Shaw is... Isn't it Ian Shaw?
No, Shaw is like the other guy that was holding the gun in the Charlotte. His name is Shaw.
Does Ian have a last name?
Ian Malcolm.
I forgot that guy's name was Shaw. I kept thinking that it was Ian Shaw, like that was his
Like
name.
Hobbs and Shaw.
No, I get it that his name is Shaw. Ian Howe. Ian Howe is the
Howe.
guy's name. And for some
There you
reason I
go.
kept thinking the guy's name was Shaw, but you're right, because now I remember him like trying to talk to him later. Okay, go on. Sorry. Shaw just starts shooting at him. Yes.
Yeah, Ian stops him because he's like, don't shoot at the fucking Declaration of Independence.
Yes. Also,
Like,
you're
gonna
being
put a
really fucking
hole in
loud.
it.
Well, I guess it's probably a silencer, but still.
He's got the bloody map.
He finishes
He's in
opening
the elevator.
it. Yeah.
He opens it up and he rolls up, at the time, a 230-year-old piece of paper. Like a poster.
Like really quick. Like, it's brittle.
It's a little brittle. I don't care if they're making parchment out of elephant hide or anything, okay? It's a 230-year-old piece of parchment.
Right.
And he's rolling it up like I would roll up a poster hung up in my college dorm room.
Yep.
Chase suspects him. He tries to leave through the gift shop. And as he does, as you do, you get off the ride, you leave through the gift shop.
She suspects him because she goes and asks about him being on the list.
Oh, yeah,
and
he
he's
wasn't on the
not.
list. Yes. So now she's like, how did he get in here?
He said
What's
that
going
weird
on?
thing to me. He's not supposed to be here. He told me earlier that the Declaration of Independence is going to get stolen. Was he talking about himself?
He's holding the Declaration under his coat.
Yes.
And this clerk spots him in the gift shop and is like, excuse me, you have to pay for that. And he's like, oh, well, this? He's like, $35. He's like, for this? So, because he's got it wrapped up in like a
Plastic,
tube,
yeah.
So it looks, or plastic, so it looks like a replica copy of the
Yes.
Declaration of Independence. This does give him a good idea, though, Rachel.
This
so,
does. This is smart. It's a good idea.
Yeah. He's broke as fuck, as we know. He's eaten fucking Stouffer's lasagna for dinners.
He should have had more cash.
No offense,
on
I've
him.
eaten Stouffer's lasagnas for dinners many a time.
This is where he made the biggest mistake, and he knew he made a mistake, but he's like, I got to do it anyways.
Yeah, he knew he was fucked. Well, because he's got to get out of there.
Yeah.
So he has to give her a credit card because he doesn't have enough cash.
Ridiculous. Off the grid. You gotta stay off the grid.
You gotta stay off the grid. If you're ever gonna pull off a heist, you gotta bring at least
of
a
cash.
couple hundred.
I would agree.
At least a couple hundred.
Honestly, if you go to anything, you go to like
And a burner phone.
Yeah.
You gotta think like a drug dealer if you're gonna pull these things off. So a guard figures something out while Riley is waiting for Ben. Ben skedaddles
So to
out
your
of there.
point, they were notified that something weird was going down, but they only had so many seconds before somebody was going to go check it out.
Well, that was Ian's plan.
Yeah.
Ian's plan was like, we only have so much time. We have to do all
Exactly.
this stuff in this time.
Right.
Ben was just going to try to sneak out of there.
Oh, sure. No, but you were saying
and
like you'd think they would have, but I think they did, and that's why there was a guard down there going, there's like stuff blown up. I'm just saying, you said you'd think that there would be alarms on
that somebody
these...
would hear it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Their point is the security was minimal because they were all there for the gala, so there wasn't a lot of like people in like the empty spaces, which again, if you're going to commit some sort of terrible atrocity, wouldn't you want to have extra security
You'd think.
in those spots? Ben skedaddles out of there. Abigail recognizes Nic Cage's ridiculous haircut from the back and follows him out of the gala. She doesn't want to be at it anyway, so this is her opportunity to get out of there. Chase follows him to the car, confronting him. So they lock down the building.
Yes.
And
yeah,
because
because he's like, the Declaration lady's here, and she's just like, "What are you doing? What is that?" And he's just like, "Yeah,
What is that? Souvenir. It's
It's a Declaration souvenir, you know. I like the Declaration. We talked about this."
We've been over this many times. I kind of enjoy the Declaration of Independence. She shouts for security, and he's like,
throws
"Just
it, goes,
take it,
"You
then
have
take
it."
it." Yeah, I guess like in the moment, she's not. She's just more like panicked than would be like suspicious of. Wait, he just handed me the thing that he like.
Well,
stole?
she's
That's
like, "Good, I
weird."
caught him, so he can't take it with him." I think that's really what it is. Like, good, I caught him, so he gave it back. Now I just have to get him arrested.
I gotcha. Ian sees this, and because he thinks that Ben literally gave her the Declaration of Independence,
Right.
so then they go and they
He
kidnap
snatches her. Yeah. And again,
And Ben
he's
is
just
like,
like,
"Ah,
well,
shit."
he's gonna kill her.
Yeah, well, because now it's like, well, we can't let him kidnap Abigail because we don't know what
Sure.
he'll do to Abigail.
Well, that's my point. And because none of them are wearing masks, and none of them are like hiding their identity.
No,
That is
not at
the
all.
weird part of them.
It's part of
And
the
they're in
thrill,
this taco
Rachel, I'm
truck,
telling you.
you know.
Apparently, Diane Kruger did all of her stunts in this scene, hanging off the truck or whatever.
Ooh, okay. That could be fun.
A chase ensues in these circular, shitty streets of Washington, D.C. As we can attest, Rachel, the streets of Washington, D.C. are terrible.
Kind of, yeah.
Purposely set up that way so that
yeah.
it makes it harder to protest and overthrow the government.
Yep.
Fun fact. Mm-hmm. Although I've also heard that that's not true, that it's just because the architect got coffee stains on it, but I think that's more of just a joke.
That
than
sounds
the
like a
actual,
joke to
legitimate
me.
reason for the
Yeah.
rotundas across. It is like literally it was supposed to be for like if armies came in, like the British Army, like after the War of 1812, they were like, well, fuck, and we have to set this thing up so that it's harder for an army to like
Which
tramps
is
down
weird.
to the capital.
Yeah,
so they made
I
all
suppose it would be.
circular. Yeah, I don't
If
know. I've never
anybody's
tried
adamant
it.
enough, I feel like they're just going to do it, you know?
Well, nowadays, with drones and tanks and shit.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
drones
know
are
if it
actually the
would
problem.
matter.
Drones are the problem. I mean, unless
So,
they have really shitty software. Your software shit, then you don't have good drones.
Yes,
But
if their software is shit. Abigail has to be thinking like, oh shit, he was right. She's got to be like, oh crap, this is actually happening.
Right.
He warned me about this.
yes.
So she's like, he's got to feel a little exonerated at this point.
You'd kind of think so, but at the same time, it's just like, God, too
So
much
a car
happening
cha-
at the same time. She wasn't supposed to get involved.
A car chase ensues. It goes on for a little while. They go through construction because God bless America. Gotta have it. Abby is swinging on the outside of the van, just like hanging off the door as they're shooting at Ben and Riley. Da, 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 da,
Well, as the door closes, though, Ian just grabs the document, like, thanks,
Yes.
bye, and doesn't care what happens to her.
Where did they get this Indiana Jones-esque ability from? We find out a little later on.
Who
And
got
they tie it.
What are you talking about?
Well, the way that like Nic Cage is like hanging on to the
He's
van
just-
and like
the-
able to
he
grab
just
her at the
opened-
same time.
He just opened the door.
Really? He's not like hanging off of
No,
it too?
he's literally just like standing inside of a van with the door open.
Okay.
And it's
All
kind of
right.
like,
I
come
thought-
to me, jump to me, you know?
I thought it was a little
You
more
think it's more?
mummy-esque.
I don't think so. I think it's just jump into the van. She's
You
the
think
one.
that Dr.
She's
Tom
the
Hanks
one
could have
doing
done
all of
this in the
this.
Da Vinci Code? You think that he would have been able to do it?
I think
Dr.
he would
Langdon?
have, and then said he's just too old for this shit. Yeah.
Or he would have felt the opposite of claustrophobic. It would have been too open.
Too open. I guess he's hanging on to the seatbelt, but he's not really like outside.
Outside of it. All right. So Ian gets a copy of it, or gets the copy. They pull away, and then Ian's all fucked and pissed off because he's like, it's a fucking copy.
Yeah, he
So,
rips it up and then throws it out the door.
Yeah. Which, tearing up $35, I guess he is rich. Am I right, folks?
It's not his money.
That's true. I guess they just have to, like, get the hell out of there, because at this point now, like, you'd be locking down the city, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Or okay,
They
yeah, you're right. They
don't.
need to act like nothing's wrong. They
That's
can't
what
let
they're
the American
doing.
people know that the Declaration of Independence has been stolen.
Because that makes them look stupid.
Right.
Because back then, the government didn't want to look stupid. Yeah.
Or at least you
they
couldn't
wanted to
fool-
pretend to be competent.
Yeah, you couldn't fool at least 35% of the population that you were competent.
Right.
There is that.
There is that. But it's just so weird that they don't lock it down. Because I would be like, are they going to hit other places? What's the plan? Putting guards everywhere?
We get the classic, are you okay? And then Riley was like, oh, I've been fine, thank you. Just been shot at.
Yeah. She does she doesn't want to say, and then he says something weird, and then she's like, what? And he goes, are you okay? Because you're not
Yeah.
listening to me.
Yeah, very Nic Cage. You need a sandwich? You hungry?
Yeah, and she's like,
Something
what?
like
and then
that.
he's like, are you fine? Like, you were just like hanging off
Were
of
you
a car.
shot?
Right.
Did you break your? Did I pull your shoulder out of its socket when I
Yes.
pulled you across the highway?
Do you need ice?
So he explains that, like, yeah, no, I've got the real one. So actually, you owe me $35. Abby is shouting and swearing, and they're like, yeah, we probably deserve that.
Sure. He is
They
a
just
bit
pull off-
flippant. He's a bit flippant with her.
He's a bit flippant.
And it's a little like,
for
don't be a dick.
knowing that you're going to be on the run from the FBI in literally like 2 seconds because they're just going to look up the cameras.
I guess
they're
he's
find
just
out that...
like flying high on the fact that he was able to do it. He's holding the Declaration of Independence, and he got the
That's
girl
true.
back from Ian. He's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm feeling real powerful right now.
feeling real fucking good. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have a Nic Cage freak out. Time for a pan to Nic Cage freak out. So, like, they pull off into, like, this... I don't know where they are. They, like, in Arlington? Like, where the hell did they go? They must have just kind of...
I don't know, just like a
They had to
random
have
park,
driven
I would
a
think.
little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
they would have had
just
to.
go to this park with the van and everything. Like, you got to
He
ditch
needs to
that
think,
van.
but he needs to think
That's right. He needs to think. Yeah, we need to pull over so I can think.
because he has to pace. That's his way of thinking.
We are introduced to our FBI character, played by the incomparable Harvey Keitel, as Sandusky.
Yes.
So he's an FBI agent that's being put in charge of everything. And this is where he's asking, like, okay, well, how come there wasn't security? And he's telling people, like, don't be alarmed. You are fine.
We're just gonna do
As, like,
interviews. No big deal.
we just lost one of the most important documents in the history
No,
of
they're not telling
mankind.
them. They're not
No,
telling them
I
why.
know.
But
I
you're
know.
right. You're right.
Some guy from the FBI is like, well, actually, we were given a tip about stealing it, and they just didn't find it credible. And Sandusky gets to go like, how about now? So it's another
Right.
sassiness.
Maybe just write the damn report. What was going to stop you from writing
That
the report?
paperwork, Rachel. That paperwork is.
I know
just
nobody
a
wants to do
fucking
paperwork.
bear.
Nobody wants to do paperwork. But I bet that guy was bored. There's nothing right now at the FBI. He's just like, eh.
Nothing. There's nothing,
Nothing
going
to
on.
do. Absolutely nothing.
FBI work. Who gives a bibble? Back in the park, he comes clean. She knows the name because she's like, you're that family with the conspiracy theory about the treasure.
Immediately knows. So
She
do
didn't
they
put
just...
two
Is
and
this...
two- She should have put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, the treasure hunter coming in, talking
Yeah.
about finding treasure.
Asking about finding treasure.
Does she get... She must have a lot of treasure hunters come in.
I guess so.
That's the only thing that would make sense. And it's just like,
Actually,
oh, God.
madam, we believe that on the back of the letter from Elvis to President Nixon, there is a proof that Elvis is actually alive. It's invisible. Oh, God, this is the 3rd one this week.
So many invisible messages on the back of priceless documents.
We believe that there is, in fact, Nazi gold, a treasure to Nazi gold if you decrypt the first image of Bugs Bunny that
Oh
you
my
have in your
God.
National Archives.
There's like
if
a
we could just get in there and examine it.
There's a tattoo on the left buttocks of one of like the founders that are buried in Arlington. It's just like, good God.
We need to exhume Benjamin Franklin's body. He has a treasure map tattooed on his ass. It's preserved. We know it's preserved. So anyway, this is happening all the time, so you can't
All
take
the
any of
time.
these things seriously.
No.
To this day, people are doing this to these poor civil servants.
Probably more.
Probably more. The FBI goes to Ben's house, or Ben's apartment, and they had this Dexter.
Oh my God.
Clean
Because they're like, oh yeah, we had a clean room ready for the Declaration of Independence. And she sounded like
Yeah.
excited about that.
She
And
was
they're at his
excited,
apartment and it's like, no, this is a serial killer's house. This is a serial killer's house. Okay? You're right.
He's
It's
got nothing
very
but
Dexter.
fucking TV dinners and a clean room set up. He's a murderer.
Yeah. I'd be a little bit more scared now.
And he even had copies of the Silence Dogood letters like
Right.
all ready to go because he had figured out that next part of the clue, the key silence undetected,
Mm-hmm.
was about the Silence Dogood letters, but he can't get to those because like the copies were there. Now
Mm-hmm.
in the 21st century of 2004, you'd think they would go find a library
Right.
and look up the Silence Dogood letters.
Yeah.
Is this not possible?
Yeah, it is a little funny. I guess it's because they want to get to a safe place with the Declaration that, like, going to a library or something wouldn't... And it's late,
Yeah,
maybe,
because-
so they could be
well,
closed.
True, because he doesn't understand what the silence do-good letters have to do with it. He just knows that they have something to do with...
Right.
It's the next step.
It's the next step.
So, like,
he
the
just
map
needs a
is
copy
on the
of
back,
them.
and it has something to do with the silence do-good letters. So I guess you're right, that they need to find a place to take the declaration.
They needed a safe space. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think that's more so that was priority, and this is why he was like, I need to sit for a second, where can we go? And then he's like, well, I have two things that I need and one place that I can get both.
He keeps asking her to shut up too.
Yeah, he
Because
does.
He's trying to think.
Right.
It's very
And she
rude.
doesn't, and she won't stop speaking.
Or she tries to run away.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't see that coming.
Yes. Well, because he's not used to kidnapping someone,
That's
so he
also
doesn't
true.
know.
Yeah. And he's like, I'll let you hold it if you shut up so I can think.
Yeah, and then
is
she
kind of
tries
what
to
he's
run away
thinking.
with it.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, now we're gonna... Well, because isn't Riley like, should we just, like, fucking tie her up? Like, what do you...
Right.
we need
He's
to
like, I
do
have
something
duct
here."
tape, I think is what he says.
Well, and then he ends up saying, like, we need to go to my dad's house. Like, they like, spell it out.
Yes. And now she's like,
and then
well,
they're
now
like-
I have to go with you because I know where you're going.
Yeah, I know where you're going. So, like, then they're like, all right, I guess we have to fucking drag you along now, too. Ian is figuring it all out because he's thinking about the riddle again as well.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he memorized it, or did he, like, take the blood-stained... Because he's
he
got
has
the
it.
Charlotte.
He has
the
it,
pipe.
so he probably
Yeah.
just did it again, just to have
Yeah.
the. And he was like writing
he
out
cut
the letters.
Shaw's finger and did it in blood. He's like, it's the only way to do it. You have to do it in blood.
Yeah, because he has like little doodles of it. He has like symbols that were on the scroll piece. He's like writing it and trying to figure out like something is very specific. And he goes, "These two words are capitalized. Why? They're important."
Because it's important?
And he goes, "Yes, I'm teaching my goons."
Figures out that, like, it's a name.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's capitalized.
Right.
So he knows that silence has something to do with it. So then they Google silence do good to try to figure it all out.
Right.
So they go to Ben's dad's house. So John Voight comes back into the movie. Ben's like, she's not going to be trouble. She's curious. Ben's picked up on the idea that, like, she wants to figure out what this is all
Right.
about too.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to just, like,
She doesn't want to say it
this.
though. But she's
Yeah.
like, "But I'm not leaving the Declaration of Independence without, it's gonna stay in my hands."
When they're in the FBI, like, they're trying to, like, figure out more about him.
Mm-hmm.
We've learned that he has, like, a ton of degrees and, like, training. He was, like, an ROTC.
Oh, yes.
And, like, the military.
Right.
He was, like, a diver.
Yeah, he
or
did
something.
like diving and stuff. And my assumption is that because he was searching for a ship, he got diving like credibility
Yeah.
so that he could look like under the water to see if it was under the water
and
somewhere.
maybe join the military, probably because that's like a Gates thing, I'm sure, because they're
probably.
so obsessed with American history, to gain that access
That
and like
too.
training and knowledge. Yeah. And then he has like Freemason books, like Sandusky like picks up a book and it's like all about like Freemason teachings and shit like that too.
Yeah, Sandusky reaches for those specifically, I think, because of what they show.
So John Voight's back in the movie. He opens the door and Ben's like, "Hey, Dad, I'm in trouble." And what is John Voight response to this, Rachel?
Well, he looks at the woman and he goes, "She pregnant?" Here's the thing.
yeah.
Here's the thing. He is not young enough, John Voight, to be in trouble when a woman is pregnant. He is an adult. If he was like younger,
Fair. I
going to
suppose
his
that's
father,
fair.
I could believe it. But this man,
Well, we don't know if it's just is she pregnant and that's the problem. It could be
Sure.
like, is she married and you got
Oh,
her
yeah, that's
pregnant?
true. Now, that's
You know,
fair.
there could be other things.
that's a
you
good
know,
point.
There could
That's
be
a
other
good point.
things
Yeah.
there.
I love that she just, but she does turn and go, "Do I look pregnant?"
Yeah, she asks Riley, like, wait, do I look pregnant? Riley does shake his head no.
Yeah, he just goes, "No, no."
To be fair, the dress is a little poofy.
It's poofy.
You don't know.
Yeah.
Could be hiding something.
Right. Sure. You don't know how far
Ben-
along she is,
That's right. Yeah. I always park at that expectant mother's parking lot. They don't know I could be pregnant. How do they know?
Every once in a while, I'm just like, yeah, I could park there. I could do it.
What are they going to say?
What are they going to say? And then I'd be like, "Excuse me?
Excuse me?
I'm having a really hard first trimester. Screw you.
If she is, are you going to really let the mother of your grandchild out in the cold?
Right.
So they...
But
He
I
lets
think
them all in.
I also think he was just like, I know it's not that, because he goes, it better not be about the damn treasure.
He does. Yes, he immediately knows. Like, this is gonna be about that fucking
And he
treasure.
goes, well, I need the Silas Dogood letters. He goes, this is about the stupid ass treasure.
yeah. Actually, this is about the treasure. I need the Silence Dogood letters. He's got some pizza that Riley immediately goes to.
Yes.
Which fair.
Fair enough.
You've been in a trying. It's been a trying evening.
You've got to
been
be
stuck in the
hungry.
van.
Mm-hmm.
You're a little hungry. I get it. He's the family kook, is what we learn. Like, oh yeah, like he's the new family kook. He's got you two wrapped up in this.
Mm-hmm.
He's like pointing at Abigail
Well,
and Riley and.
John Voight's the kook, though. He says, I'm the kook because I don't believe in the
That's
stupid
right.
treasure.
To the family, I'm the family kook. Yes,
Right.
because I don't believe in the treasure. And it's like weird because it kind of goes back.
He
I
did
think that
for
he just
years. He
became
did for years.
disenfranchised about it.
Right. He did for years, and then he probably hated all the negativity, like, on top of him,
Yeah.
and not being able to figure it out, and all of this crap, so he's just like, screw it, it's not real, screw all of you, I'm just gonna try to live my life, because now my wife left me, and all this crap,
Yeah.
too, because we hear that, like, oh, I only had her for a short time.
Yeah, the wife clearly left him because of the treasure obsession, and he's John Voight, and who could stand him for that long?
He's a little nuts.
So-
He is a kook. He's a bit of a kook.
He's an IRL kook. I do like when he says, "Oh, like he's dragged you guys in on this," and Abigail says, "Like I did not come
literally.
willingly," and Riley's like, "I did."
I did, yeah.
Come willingly. So we learn that he's got daddy issues. Rachel. Ben is like, "Okay, I'll come clean," and he's like, "I found the Charlotte."
And then
was a
that makes him go,
Yeah,
No, you
then you do
didn't.
see like John Voight like kind of perk up. I'll give John Voight that. Like he does a decent job of like showing no interest, and then when he finds out like no, the Charlotte was real, he's like, "You saw it?" Like,
right. He goes,
he's like,
are
"It's
you
a ship?"
serious?
Because he says like, "I found her."
Right.
So
And
he's
he
like,
goes,
"It was a ship."
and the treasure?
Yeah.
And
he's
he
like,
goes,
no
well, there's another
treasure."
clue. And
then-
he goes, oh, God damn it, because it's
Yeah,
always another
yeah.
clue. Here's my problem with how he's always like, and there's another clue, and there's always another clue. There's only ever been one clue for hundreds of years. There has only been one clue. Why do you think there's going to be like a million clues?
maybe there were false clues or things that they misinterpreted as clues. Because his whole thing is he thinks he's figured it out. The Freemasons were made up the treasure
Right.
to send to like get it into like the British like gossip
As a distraction.
between the British to like distract different regiments across like the British so that they would go after the treasure instead of like fighting the war.
Right.
A myth of gossip. It's all just goose chase so that, you know, there really was no treasure. Of course, Ben is like, I can't believe that. Which, like, there's no reason for him to not consider that as a possibility. Because
Right.
John Voight's got a point. That's a probable
That's a really
thing.
good idea. It's a good idea.
I mean, Ben could shoot back and be like, well, then why would Charles Carroll be so adamant of, like, I need to tell the president about the clue and everything? But one, you could be like, he was an old man and he had dementia or whatever.
Right.
And two, you could, maybe not all the Freemasons knew it was a myth. Maybe it was like that entrenched of like, we're going to make up this myth, but like some of like we can't tell everyone because we need it to be realistic or
Sure.
something like that.
Is this like the Tyrion thing where he tells like multiple people different lies?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which we'll get to soon, folks. Stay tuned. We haven't done that episode yet.
My apologies. I'm
I don't think-
getting ahead of myself.
Oh no, that's because that's not until like season 2. So
Right.
that'll be a while.
Yeah.
And it could also be a Homer searching for Abe Lincoln's gold situation,
Yeah, that
where
too.
it's just a letter in a box.
And it means nothing.
Oh, isn't that clever? So they decide that they're going to they have to look at the declaration here while they have an opportunity to do it. Because they're like, well, we can find out right now, like, let's find out if it's really, you know, if there is a treasure map. So they take it out, they get out. I've seen people write about this too. Why does John Voight have so many lemons?
Well,
Like,
they
if
might
you
have
showed
had
up at my
okay,
house, Rachel,
they might
and
have
you were
had
like, I need to do this late
Do you
night.
think it's because they had the lemons in the truck?
No, they take it out of his fridge.
They do take it out of the fridge. Maybe he likes lemons. Maybe he likes lemonade. Maybe it's summer. Maybe
He does seem like a guy that would be
makes
like,
lemonade.
oh, super into lemonade.
Yeah.
It feels more like the fall, but whatever.
Okay, fine. Maybe he was planning to make lemon bars or lemon meringue pie. You don't know.
You're lucky that I had all those lemons for the lemon squares I was making for the church potluck. Or you would have been fucked, Ben. So yeah, they bring out all the lemon juice, they bring out cotton balls, and they delicately work on the thing.
They're not telling John Voight what document
He shows a
they
little
have.
bit of interest in this because he's like, "How old is it?" And they're like,
Yeah, because he's like, that looks
over
cool.
200.
Because he's still a nerd who loves history.
Yeah.
Isn't he a professor?
I think so. I think he was like a professor. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like him and the wife were professors. And he's like, you know, if there's something on it, you need heat to bring it out.
Yeah,
Because like,
right. Because of the
Abigail
type of
won't let him-
material.
Yeah. Abigail won't let him do it because she's like, if we're gonna fucking do this,
This is my job.
yeah, I'm gonna be the one to do it. She brushes the juice on because she's like, if there is a treasure map, there'll be like a encryption or something like on the back of it in the corner. I love how that Ben's like turned on by her knowledge of that because he's like, that's right.
Yeah, tell me more about the documents.
Oh yeah, tell me more about history.
Start
Oh, it's
reading
so
the
hot.
document to me. The Declaration of Independence. That's my favorite. That really gets me going.
They blow their breath on it.
Yeah, they start going.
Okay, like I get it. I get that this is supposed to be like kind of hot too, because like they're both blowing like hot breath in each other's faces. But that's gross.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's really fucking gross.
But I mean, it is just like a test. They're just testing.
There is a symbol.
There's something
And he kind of
there.
looks at her like, I told you. And they're like, okay, well, we need hair. He's like, well, we need more heat. And they're like, I love how John Voight's like, put it in the oven. And they like freak out about it.
It's like you could just put it on a low setting. Calm down.
Even though you can't see anything. Like, I think that she's worried about like the ink.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I guess is the idea. Even though
Yes.
the ink is like gone in real life. But like, whatever. So,
they
they
got
get
a
a bunch
hair
of blow
dryer.
dryers.
Well, why does he have so many hair dryers?
I think they only have one.
It's just one.
To be fair,
It's
they
just the
only
way
have
you
one.
said a bunch, and I'm just like,
It does. It feels like him and Riley and Abigail are all like blow drying it, but I think it's just the one.
right. And it's revealing a bunch of numbers.
A series of numbers. So
But this is
Ben's
why they
like,
want the Silence Dogood letters.
Yeah, the key is in the Silence Dogood letters because it's like a key to a map.
If the dad's a professor, okay, I get it. We no longer have the Silence Dogood letters. He donated them to a museum. It's not that long ago that he wouldn't have a computer.
Oh, you think that he would have scanned them in himself? Well, this goes back to my whole thing of you have the internet.
Well, that's my point. You're at your dad's house. Where's the computer? Turn on the dial-up. I don't give a shit. What
Like,
come
it
on.
makes sense for Ian's crew to go to the museum because they don't know that it's like they don't have the
They
other
think
side
that
of it. They have no idea.
They think the actual physical
The
copy
actual
is
letters.
the key.
Yes, he's
Right,
trying to figure out how
not-
to steal the fucking letters.
Exactly. It's not that he needs the actual things. He just needs to read the words. Anyways. It just
'Cause,
feels...
like, I guarantee you.
but I
in
guess it's like they're spending too much
2004
time here, so they
No,
have to leave
it's
anyways.
not even that. It's not even fucking that. In 2004, it's not even that you would need a copy of the letters. Some nerd on silencedogood.org
Yeah.
has the letters in full in fucking Times New Roman typeface.
Yeah, there's probably
And
a start
Riley,
at the top. It's got like this sparkly scroll thing that happens because it's gonna
it's
look
a GeoCities
ridiculous.
page.
Yeah.
It's got flash.
The flags
all
are, like,
over it,
waving on the
fireworks are going
sides,
up,
you
a
know,
bald eagle
like-
flies by, and the Silence Dogood fucking transcript is there. It's playing some
America
fucking
the
Yankee
musical.
Doodle dandy.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. Anyways, some gaudy ass website has all of the Silence Dogood Dogood letters on it. They should be able to get them. But it's just like weird. Like, I just think it's odd. And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it isn't weird that the dad doesn't have a computer, but I just feel like he would have a computer. But again, I think the idea.
So you don't think that they're just bypassing the fact that you could look this up on the internet. You think it's that he doesn't have a computer.
I think it's he doesn't have a computer. They're not in an area where they have it. They don't have a smartphone. I will give them that. They don't have a smartphone, so they can't look it up eally that way. Fine.
Like Robert Langdon on
on his little flip phone. Anyways, I was just thinking that. He also doesn't want to use his phone. He probably has it off because of the FBI. But they're not in an area where they can get to it. There's just not in an area where they can get to the internet to use it. I think that's a bigger issue. And they're like, they can't spend too long in any one location because the FBI is tracking them down.
Coming. All right.
So that's my only issue. I just find it
Folks
very
at home,
odd that...
Is Rachel right? Did Rachel just find the holes there?
Sometimes you gotta plug the holes. I can figure out a way to do that. That's fine. I'll play the advocate for the movie. I tend to do that. Let me explain why this works.
All right, everyone, sit down. Rachel's gonna explain to you why this isn't bullshit. Here we go.
Even if I believe it's bullshit, I could explain why I think they think it works.
So they know that now that they have to go to Philadelphia to go to the Ben Franklin Museum, and Abigail is sitting in disbelief because she's just like, I can't believe it. All this time, there's a map on the back of it. And Pat is like, the map on back of what? And he picks it up. Oh my god! Oh my fucking god!
He goes into shock, starts shaking. He's like holding it, and she's like, stop touching it with your fingers. Like, you just had pizza on your hand.
Your stupid pizza
fingers. You literally
fingers.
just smudged grease all over the Declaration of Independence.
I mean, that would be a good story, though.
It really
remember that
would.
one time that I got pizza sauce on the Declaration of Independence? I smudged the we. They gag and tie him. Rachel.
Yeah.
I think they gag and tie him because he's like, now you dragged me into this. And he's like, yeah,
exactly.
I did. We're going to take care of it.
We're going to pretend we didn't, okay? Mm-hmm. We hog-tied you so I could steal your shit and leave.
Yeah.
And I love how they do this. They put him in a chair in front of the TV when he has the remote in his hand. And he's like, yep, you want to come and untie me when they get there?
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, you guys want to come untie me now?
But the thing is they didn't tell him anything.
He knows where they're going.
Okay, you're right. He's just good at lying then.
Yeah, I used to believe that they thought he was going to tell the FBI, so they had to, or call the FBI,
you really
so
think
they
that?
did tie him up. Yeah.
Oh,
and then watching
it's a ploy.
This time, I was like, oh no,
Total
the dad
ploy.
is letting them get away with it. They're just like, well,
he doesn't want to have
up.
anything to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that way you'll be scot-free because it'll look like
just pretend we
you
did
up.
This. Yep.
Sandusky asked him like, well, where are they headed? And he's like, I have no idea. And they're like, he didn't tell you? And he's like, they tied me to a chair. And they're like, the car's missing. And he's like, and
they
stole
my car.
Yeah. Which, clearly he let them take the car, I'm guessing, too.
To change
or they
it
stole
up.
it. Either way, it would have made sense.
Sure.
You have to go get, a beater car, right? You can't actually take... They
took his car, and I think they're now... It's instead of actually driving it around, they park it somewhere, and then they just start walking everywhere.
They have to get to Philadelphia. They have to drive from Georgetown
to
Philadelphia.
Right. Oh, you're right. Yeah, but I mean, they already have a head start. They have a head start. It's fine.
And I guess the FBI is a little incompetent.
They're not going to take a toll away.
Or Sandusky is kind of letting them get away with
toll
it.
Away? That's going to do it? They got to just stay off the tolls. They're fine.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking.
Roads.
You have to take, so many back routes to get there.
It's probably better anyways.
There's a kid counting letters and writing stuff down at the Ben Franklin Museum. And he exits, and he bumps into Ian, and the kid comes back, and he notices that he's counting stuff.
Well, okay, you're skipping stuff, though.
Oh, go ahead.
Because first the kid comes out and is talking to Riley.
Yeah, well, I was going to get to that.
They bump into
him. And it's because...
But that's a little out of order, is, I guess, my head. Because,
Sure.
he talks to Riley, gives him the letters, and he goes, okay, here's some money, go back in for the last one. This is all I
Yeah.
need. And that's when he goes, this kid's back counting things. And then he puts two and two together.
I like that Ian thought that it was cute that the kid apologized to
Yeah,
him when
he
he
was just
ran
like,
in. And he
no
likes that
problem.
the kid is enjoying the history.
Yes.
It gives him like a little like smile, like that's good. I like seeing that this
yes.
child is interested.
You could grow up to be an evil villain like myself.
Would you like a job as one of my hired goons?
Oh, you could be a goon child, and then I will use you as my heir. I was going
looking
to steal the
forward to it,
Declaration of
child.
Independence. Now
To
I'm
that
going
prick.
to steal the Silence Dogood letters. Would you like to help me?
I could use someone on the inside. Yeah, Riley is trying to figure it out though, and he's got what's this word? The vision to see the treasured. Okay, how much money did Riley give this kid, and how many times did he run in and out? This is a long ass riddle.
Yes.
The vision to see the treasured past comes as the timely shadow crosses in front of the house of Pass and Stow. Mm-hmm. So he got all the way through Pass and he's like getting the last like 4 letters. And as he's trying to figure this out, a bus comes by and they're in Philly, so there's a Liberty Bell on it.
Mm-hmm. And it says
And-
Pass and Stow.
Pass and Stow,
Mm-hmm.
so that he figures it out and he gets out of there because the kid comes running back out. And
Well, he got his money at least, He already got the money up front, so he just was trying to do the right thing, get him the letters that he was asking for.
That's a good point, Rachel.
Yeah.
It should have been like, I'll give you another $1 when you come give me the letters. Riley was very trusting of
He
this
was very
child.
trusting.
Riley did it with like 4 other kids before this one.
He's like, I've already lost like $50. I gotta
I
figure
don't
out
think
how to
he's
do this one.
I don't think he's coming back. So the kid's looking for Riley.
Right.
To tell him, and because Ian like runs out of the museum,
So he goes and talks to this child and gives him like $100, I think.
gives him $100. Yeah.
Yep. Just to tell him what's going on. I have these. I don't know about the other ones. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'll
I don't
just take
remember,
this
and I don't
100.
care.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Abigail and Ben are changing because they have the dad's money.
And Urban Outfitters.
Because he always keeps it is an Urban Outfitters. Them and Jeff Winger are in this Urban Outfitters.
That's right.
Changing.
That's right.
Patrick keeps a few $100 inside of a hollowed out version of Common Sense.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So they have some money. They stole money from him too.
Mm-hmm.
So at least now she doesn't have to wear a ball gown, and he doesn't have to wear a tux.
Yeah, so this is why they're changing. We get a little more characterization of the two of them in this like little down part, this little romance part of the story here.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail is like, "Can I ask you a question? You show up at your father's house, and he thinks I'm pregnant. Is there a story there?" And he says like, "Well, have you ever said I love you to someone?
Yes.
Have you ever said I love you to multiple someones?"
And that's the yes.
Yeah, she like peeks over.
Yeah, they're both like
Is
peeking at each other like, yes. And he goes, well, I'm also flippant with love.
All right, but this is like a 42-year-old man.
That's
like,
my
very
point!
possible.
Sure, I kind of expected at that point. Like, what do you mean?
Like he says, well, then my father would think that you've been a little cavalier in your life.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's what, yeah.
Rachel, these changing rooms at the Urban Outfitters,
very open. Yeah, very odd.
A little too open for my liking.
Yeah,
here,
like
okay?
I don't want to have to be behind saloon doors to get dressed. Like everything's gonna be showing. People are gonna be peeking over. That's weird.
I bet this is like the new trendy way to do a.
You say new.
Like,
I think this is an old trendy way.
I don't know.
Till somebody was sexually harassed, and then they had to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, like at least to the door, like to the floor.
All the way up and down. All the way up and
Something.
down. Like, come on.
Please. Yeah, I don't know about
You shouldn't be able to peek around to the next stall and be like,
Yes, thank you.
Like,
Yeah,
what is that?
A tall man just needs to stand in the Urban Outfitters.
be like,
all day and
nice
boom.
boobs. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh, it's another one. It's another one's walking in here.
Ew.
Favorite spot in all of Philadelphia.
Anyways.
It's all because they're
I
trying to
get
frame
it.
this
Yeah,
with them in the
yeah,
stalls and
yeah,
stuff.
whatever.
But, yeah.
It's weird.
Oh, and then when they're talking,
Yes!
she like swings.
She does this like or like teenagers
like a
again.
cartoon character.
Yes. Like she swings the door and she's leaning on it. He's leaning on his, and then she's doing like the girly like pop leg and like bouncing her foot. She's just
she
like, I don't know.
thumps her foot.
I'm getting Stockholm syndrome. He's just so charming. Like, what is this?
Yeah, she has Bell syndrome.
She's just like, oh no, what's hot is that he's really passionate about history like she is. She's just like, that is the sexiest fucking thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
She's so into it.
And I love his crazy outbursts and weird voice.
Yeah.
His weird California accent.
Yeah, she's here for it. She's ready.
This is where she says people don't really think that way.
Right. So it's like very poetic the way he speaks, and she's just like, people don't really talk that way, you know.
Riley is excited to tell them about the clue because he's figured it out. And they already know because he's like, pass and stow, and they're like, yeah, the Liberty Bell, we got it.
And he's just
So
like,
they
can you just
know
let
that
me have
already.
it? Like, let me fucking have it.
Yeah, let me
got
just have
excited
one.
that I got this clue for you, all right?
Chase looking good in her Urban Outfitter outfit.
It's cute. It's a cute outfit. I'd wear it. Yeah.
It's a good outfit. It is a good
It's
outfit.
great.
Folks at home, if you want to go as Ben and Abigail and Riley for Halloween, I think that you could pull off.
Oh, you could
this,
totally pull it off because it just looks like three schlubs, but at the same time, you got to have the Declaration of Independence.
You need the Declaration of Independence in
Yeah.
a tube.
Exactly.
Like,
That's all you need.
the Nic Cage, like, it's like
I
a
love that
denim
tube.
jacket. You know, it's like got this
He's
specific
got like a
look,
sweater
black
underneath
denim
with a
jacket.
zip. Yeah.
Yeah, half-quarter zips on.
She's got like this
Yeah.
great brown jacket on with like just a black shirt.
It's a
and,
pretty
like,
nice
jeans.
jacket.
Yeah, I love it.
I appreciate the look.
I appreciate
their
it. Yeah,
look.
good job, Urban Outfitters. Thank you for.
That's right. You never know. Urban Outfitters not a sponsor, but we will take it, and we will take some
I'll wear your
clothes in
clothes.
exchange.
Yeah.
I will absolutely wear your clothes.
I
I'll
would
be
wear
a hipster
it.
doofus.
Yeah,
like Jeff Winger. I love that the poster for National Treasure Rachel is like the all-seeing eye with Nic Cage, like he's in like a action pose, and they have the
holding
tube
the Declaration
that
of
they're keeping the
Independence.
Declaration
Yeah,
of
it's the tube.
Independence
It's
in.
the tube, the Declaration tube.
Like a sword.
It's
like that's what
great.
it's like. It's a silhouette, so it's supposed to look like a Pirates of the Caribbean sword.
Well, you know, the pen is mightier than the sword.
Okay. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that. I will not sanction that buffoonery. I do love it. The one part though where he's got it like in this tube, and she's like, "Well, that can't be true." Like whatever hint that they're like, that's not a thing. And he's like, "Oh yeah, and nobody could steal this." And he like shakes the tube like fucking Ramsey.
Yeah, like it's a fucking sausage.
It's like, don't shake that.
I'm
You
surprised they
fucking
didn't put like some
idiot.
padding and stuff in there.
So they realize that they have to go to Independence Hall, and they're like, "Well, what does this mean?" So
He wants to look at like $100 bill as well.
he figures it out because he's like, "Oh, you're gonna love this."
And instead of just saying it, like he has to
me.
he does like the professor teacher thing where he's like, no, I need the visual to show you and actually explain every little detail.
Well, because he thinks like it'll be fun.
No, it's
if I could
great. I
actually
love
show
it.
So he's like, "Hey, can I see one of those $100 bills?" And this is Jerry Bruckheimer's stepdaughter, I guess, playing the clerk.
She's funny because she's just
Why
like,
not?
no.
No. So he's
I have
like,
a
"Well, you can have
diver's
this
watch.
watch. This is a diver's watch.
It's really fancy, And she's like, whatever. Jesus, you fucking weirdo.
But it establishes again that he is a diver. So it is
Yes.
in the underneath, He starts going on a rant about the history, the Liberty Bell, and
Yes.
the $100 bill.
And he like looks at the girl too, like, I'm teaching you as well.
Yeah, and she's like, "I do not care." Because he's saying like the $100 bill was designed by some friend of the Freemasons or some shit.
Apparently, yeah.
That's why the all-seeing eye is on it. For our international folks that may not have a $100 bill handy, you can Google it. On the back of the $100 bill is, of course, a picture of Independence Hall.
Yes.
On Independence Hall, there is a clock tower.
Big old clock. Mm-hmm.
On the clock tower, it is pointing to 220, I think, or 222. I think there is actual
322?
symbolism.
Something like that. Mm-hmm.
It has been changed.
Oh,
to 410.
why? Why?
So some people think
I need to know the lore. There's a conspiracy. They knew that this was true. This is all true, and now they're changing all of the clues and the riddles.
222 in the 1700s would have been 322,
Right.
which of course is where we're headed to. Some experts think that it was just a way to deter counterfeiters, to have it be as precise time, so it was harder to counterfeit, and that's actually probably the most logical explanation.
I could see that.
Some think that it's a nod to the 100th day of the year, which is April 10th. So if it is pointing at 410 instead of 220, that's it. That's all I got from.
Wow. Okay. That's not satisfying.
So people don't. You know what though? I kind of like that though, because it's taking something that is true.
Right.
That it either is pointing to 410 or 222, depending on if you can tell which finger is longer. So it's like taking a piece that's a fact of history and then incorporating it into the conspiracy theory, much like the Da Vinci Code did, with like all of that like weird little subtle stuff.
Yeah,
You know, like
exactly.
the way that everyone's sitting at the table or like stuff
The
like that.
shaping of everything.
And
right.
yeah,
Very. Everything has a meaning.
I like when that stuff happens
It's
because it's
very
just kind of more
fun.
fun.
It's
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
I love that.
They're like, well, what time is it now? And it's like 10 to 3 or something. And they're like, we missed it. Riley's like, wait, no, we didn't.
Then he was like, wait, do I know something that you guys don't know? I'm just going to bask in this for a little while. Like,
Yeah, and they're like,
fair
well,
enough,
it could
because
really
they
help
wouldn't
if
let
you
him
know,
have the fucking
Riley.
pass in Stowe, though. So
Yes, that's
they
true.
kind of
So
deserved
he
it.
does. So he tells them that they haven't missed it. And why haven't they missed it, Rachel?
Daylight savings.
So now, of course, it's an hour early. Mm-hmm. So now they can go actually catch it. They have to hurry over there, though. I guess they needed to make it within the hour. They should have made it like it's 2:30 or something like that. Like they just missed it.
Right.
You know, like whatever time that she actually gives them, because she's like, it's almost 3. And it's like, you got all the way to Independence Hall from wherever this Urban Outfitters is. By the way, so they go to Independence Hall. And again, we get another lack of security.
Oh my God, I love it. It's
They
so
just
funny.
Walk away
It's
from
so
the tour.
funny. Yes.
Like
No
nothing
alarms on
happened.
doors. Nothing, you know. But I mean, I guess it's an
No
old ass
security
building.
guards standing by a fucking the roof
Right.
where they have this.
I mean, to be fair, I have been to some state capitol buildings, okay? They don't have a lot of
that's fine.
security in them. You can kind of just walk around.
Are you thinking of like actual capitals with where like legislation is being passed, or are you thinking of like historical?
Okay, you're right. Fine, legislation is
museum-type
being
places.
passed. Do they? Is that just like a normal thing not to have any security when you have actual?
No, I was
like, people in them?
thinking the opposite. Where I was
Oh.
thinking like, are you thinking more like?
Oh no,
you
I'm
know,
thinking
the
actual legislation is
old-timey-
being passed. Where I was like looking in a door and there were people actually talking about stuff.
Well, you have to open that to the public in most cases. Like
I
the
guess
public
that's
has to be able to go
true.
to the gallery.
Yeah.
Ian and group actually went to the Liberty Bell. I like how he like realizes he's like, oh, idiot, went to the wrong place. We're supposed to go to Independence Hall.
Right.
I
'Cause it's
misinterpreted the clue.
kind of a fun thing, though. I like that. I like that it's not perfect.
And he's not working with all of the clues. He's only working with like part
And
of
still
what he
able to
knows.
figure out where to go.
Right. 'Cause he's smart.
Yeah.
So our crew has somehow gotten to the top of Independence Hall, bypassed all of security, and see the shadow,
Like
and
in the
it
tower.
points out a specific brick. And Ben is like, okay, well, I'm going to go get that brick. You go back down, and then we'll, like, meet back up. Mm-hmm. The specific brick has the Freemason symbol on it.
And it's like on the rooftop, so it is like in an area that no people wouldn't go.
Yeah, because it's like you know, like a second story going up to the third story. Yeah, so it's like no one's ever gonna be there, and no one's gonna think about the Freemason symbol being on it anyway, unless
No,
they,
it's just a
you know,
it's just
would
a
think
symbol. They
about
just
it.
stamped the brick. Okay. He uses like a pocket knife to wedge
pulls
out
out
the
the
brick.
because it's like not as secure because it's not supposed to be, and inside is like he's like, well, there's nothing back here, and then the inside the brick was this pouch.
No,
and
it's
in
just
the pouch-
glasses. There's not even a pouch.
No, it's like wrapped up, isn't it?
No. He just like
I thought it was wrapped up.
and it just here's these glasses. I just feel like they're gonna be scratched up. You could have been at least a little bit more gentle with them. This is a part of your massive clue to the biggest treasure in all of the world. Can we not be a little bit more gentle?
You don't, yeah, because like he's just dumping it out, like fucking shaking it
too,
out of there.
yeah.
So Ian and his goons avoid the lackluster security again. They're
Also
trying
get to the tower, but
get to the top.
they don't see anything. Like, what are they gonna find? We don't know.
This is a part that I will mention about not liking the score.
Okay.
And Jerry Bruckheimer movies tend to do this quite a bit. Because Pirates is obviously the exception to this rule. And The Rock. I guess anything scored by Hans Zimmer. But if it's not Hans Zimmer scoring the Jerry Bruckheimer produced movies, there's this electric guitar, this very like modern sound. This one doesn't have the electric guitar. This one has all over the score. I guess it's supposed to be more like the Ian side of the score. Mm-hmm. It should only have been patriotic march style score. Period.
I suppose.
That's it.
I don't know. I don't really mind it as much as you do.
I don't like it.
It's literally just a drum. It's just drumming.
I don't like it. It's the villain score.
It's the villain
is like
score.
for Ian.
Mm-hmm, because you don't know if they're going to get caught. The idea is that it's supposed to make you uncomfortable and make you feel like they're going to get caught by Ian.
A chase score as well. I just don't like it. It's just not my thing.
Sure.
Ben takes the Declaration out while they're sitting in the Constitutional Congress Hall.
This is not the right place. This is
not the right place. It's some sort of ocular device. And it's like glasses,
They're glasses.
With like blue and
yes.
blue, red, and green
I'm sorry.
Lenses on it.
I'm sorry. Just call them glasses. They're glasses. It's some sort of ocular device.
Device.
Yes, they're glasses with like little colors on them. I get it, but like it just sounds so pretentious to just be like it's just an ocular device. And at least Riley kind of goes their X-ray specs, like old school X-ray specs.
Old school X-ray specs.
I mean, I would have looked at them and went 3D glasses because they're red and blue on either side.
Yeah, they look like 3D glasses.
Which is kind of what they are in a way. It's just you're going to see something depending on the colorization that you use, the combination.
Ben gets chills, and this is what we talked about earlier, Rachel, where he's like, last time that this was in here was being signed. So he's like, all
he got
like,
hard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But it shows us that he respects the past.
Oh, yes.
He honors the past. He honors what it all stands for and what it means and the importance of it.
Sure. That's
that
fine.
One makes Abigail wet. But
yes.
it also
she did. Oh, she was ready. She's like, I'm touching an old document, and this guy is like super into it.
I like that. It's like it's a nice nerdy quirk.
Yes, no. I like it too.
It's Indiana Jones again. You know, this belongs in a museum.
Yes.
So he puts on the glasses, and it shows the map on the back. There's some symbols. It says "here" at the wall with 2 E's. And Riley goes, "Why can't it just say go to this place? Here's the treasure. Spend it wisely." Like, I liked that whiny line from him. I thought that was good. They see Ian's goons. Hired goons. And they realize that they need to separate the lock from the key. Take the glasses one way, and we need to take the Declaration another way.
They should have gone 3 ways.
Yeah, probably.
One takes the Declaration, one takes the empty case, one takes the glasses. That's what should have happened. And the person with the empty case should have been the one to draw them away.
Yes. Yep.
Because he has the empty case. So he could have just dropped it and let him take it. And if as long as the other ones got away.
Yeah, if Ben wants that to be him, then let that be him.
Be him.
You know, draw Ian out or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And they should have waited longer. I feel like
they draw their attention.
They draw
way
attention.
Too early.
It's just like, why are you drawing attention?
If they're going to split up like this, the 2 of them should have hidden in the crowd more.
Absolutely.
And
it was very
Ben
silly.
should have just walked aimlessly until they saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Looking like, okay, I have to get... Like, he's, like, specifically, like, making it look like he's going somewhere.
Because maybe you could force them to follow you and
Exactly.
not chase you.
Exactly. So that
Just
was
a
my
thought.
that was my only problem with their plan. It was dumb.
I'm gonna be honest, Rachel. This
It annoys
whole
me.
sequence was the lowest part of the movie for me.
It really is. It kind of is.
This chase sequence doesn't work very well.
No.
And I blame the director.
The only good part of this, at least to me, because I think it's funny, is when she jumps the counter.
Oh,
And
sure,
the
where
lady
sassy
working
lady
it. I
is
love
like,
that sassy
Can
woman.
I help you with
Oh,
something?
she's the best. And she's just like, I'm just trying to hide from my ex-husband. And she looks up, she goes, Baldy? And she goes, yes. And she goes, you can stay here as long as you like. I'm like, I
Yeah.
love this woman.
And then she
gets
gets the guy to
can
say
I
something.
help you with something? And I love the sass. It's so good.
I can see why you left him.
Yeah, because he looks like he probably is going to try to kill you.
And then Abigail should have just stayed there.
Yes, she could have just stayed there. Just hang out. She probably would have given you a cookie. We don't know. That woman rocked. I loved that woman. That was the best part of the sequence. We don't really need to talk about the rest of it, except for who gets caught where. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Because I just want to say, I think that most of this chase drags.
This part drags.
And
yeah.
There's nothing dynamic about it. It's
No.
so flat-facing and just people on a foot chase.
Right.
They're just, give me the document, give me the gun, give me this, give me that. Like, that's all it
shoot,
really
shoot.
is.
Oh, we're in a cemetery now. Oh, okay. This is happening.
Now they're shooting through a cemetery.
Now we're running again.
It's a very flat sequence, and I blame the director.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if this movie had a better director, they would have found something more dynamic to be able to do with this part of the movie, where they get caught and they get kidnapped by, or Ian gets a hold of the Declaration.
Yes.
Like, there could have been a more dynamic way for this to happen.
I agree. I think so too. But what do we end up at the end of this sequence? We have the Declaration gets thrown into the street and almost run over by a truck for
Yes.
one.
Abigail falls over.
Ooh, that fumble. That was a bad fumble.
And the Declaration ends up in the middle of the street. A truck almost runs it over.
And her.
Ian is like...
And he
I'll
just
take
walks
that.
out, like, gently takes it.
It's all in slow motion,
Yes.
too. He lets them go because Ian's like, I don't care about
I have
them,
the
like, getting
Declaration.
away.
Like-
Yeah, as long as we have this, fucking Ben will probably come back for it. Like,
Right.
they call each other to meet at
car.
Patrick's car, at the dad's car, not thinking that the FBI
Stupid.
is looking for that car.
Duh. Like you were saying,
So
they need to
dumb.
drop it. They need to drop it and get another car.
It's so stupid. So the FBI catches this. This is dumb. This is just flat out dumb on their part that they didn't think like, well, the FBI is going to be looking for that fucking car. Mm-hmm. So the FBI catches Ben and they arrest him.
You know
They
what
were
it should have
waiting
been?
at the car.
They should have taken both cars and dropped his, and then they would have been looking for his, but they could have had the van for a little bit longer so they could have gotten another car.
You're saying like trade the van
Yeah,
for another car?
Sure, Psycho style or something,
Yes,
or
Psycho
something
style.
of that.
You're
You know
right.
what I mean? Like
They
go rent
needed
another
to pull
car.
a Marion Crane.
They
You're
could have
right.
rented another car. Is
100%.
what I meant. But then
Yes.
they have two.
Yeah. Well, they would need money, but if they could find somebody and be like, "I'll trade the
Okay,
trade
that
the van
too.
for this straight up," they get a
Yeah.
little scooter like in Dumb and Dumber. I don't know how all three of us are gonna fit on this, but it's gonna be a little tight. Abigail and Riley see this and they back away. They're gonna figure out what they can do. And Abigail gets a plan, and she's like, "Do you have Ian's phone number? Can you contact Ian?"
She has this crazy scheme now.
Meanwhile, Sandusky is talking with Ben at some FBI office in Philadelphia, and Ben tells him the whole story. Ben has the X-ray specs at this point.
Of course, yeah. So the guy's playing with him.
Sandusky is playing with them. Rachel, that intentional? He doing that to try to show Ben how it works?
Would be interesting. Do you think he knows more because of his status?
I think he knows more.
Do you think he knows more of the clues?
But I don't think
like
he knows
actually
where it
knows
is because
this?
none of them know where it is. But I could see it being like some of the Freemasons
know
about
some of the clues.
these X-ray specs.
Oh,
They know about the X-ray specs. They don't
Okay.
know that it has anything to do with the treasure. They just know that this technology
exists.
existed.
Yeah, potentially he could be.
Because he keeps flicking
He
it.
keeps doing it. Otherwise, he just has a tick. You know, he just has to sit and play with something in his hands.
And he tells Ben that door 1, you go to prison for a very long time. Door number 2, you get the declaration back, and then you go to prison, but you at least feel better about it. So he gives those 2 options. Ian calls Ben.
Well,
Did Ben have a cell phone? He must have, because he called Riley.
Yeah.
So I guess there goes your thoughts there, Rachel, on that. They really, this is the
They don't know about
police
Riley.
state getting sloppy.
They know about Paul Brown. They know who Paul Brown is. They don't know about Riley.
Okay.
So Riley can use his phone.
I would hope that they would be able to connect the dots, but I'll give that to you.
Just saying, they know nothing, so there.
Yes?
Hello, Glenn. How are you?
Chained to a desk.
Sorry to hear that.
I do love when he asks him, "How are you, Ben?" And he goes, "I'm chained to a desk." And Ian's response is, "Sorry to hear that."
It's because he
sorry
knows.
to hear that.
He already knew.
You all right?
Like, you all right? All right.
All right. So then, because we can't do the globe trotting like you would in a Mummy or Indiana Jones movie, you have to do country hopping for the time, because they're like, I need you to go to the USS Intrepid in New York.
Oh, right, yes.
You're going to bring those fucking glasses. We're going to take a look at that map, and then you can leave. And I'll even give you the Charlotte and the Declaration.
Right.
I'll give you the glasses.
You can
I
have
don't
all
care.
of it. I just want the treasure. Where's my
Tell
money?
the FBI, where's my money? So we're at the U.S. Intrepid.
And the
he's, of course, wearing a
FBI
wire.
has a loud ass, obvious helicopter hovering over. Just saying.
Yeah, they're not being subtle about this at all.
Absolutely not.
I love Ben's line here where he says, like, I've learned something about fishing. Never works too well for the bait.
Yeah, that's a line.
Abigail has planned all this out, right?
Yes.
Or we don't know that yet. We don't know that yet.
Yeah.
But Abigail has planned all this out. So Ian has some device that disrupts the signal of the wire or the intercom that Ben has with the FBI. Because they're trying to do this thing with the
communication
audience
disruptor.
where yes, a disruptor.
Like they use in Kim Possible.
Yes, it's a Kim Possible tool. It's very spy-esque.
The telecommunications camp had it,
They're trying to do this thing with the audience where they're trying to make you think that they're about to get shot. But then it turns out that it's just this, like, communication disruptor thing. Mm-hmm. So then Shaw, or one of the other hired goons, says something to him, and you can't tell what he's saying, but he's obviously
he's like yelling because there's another helicopter, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, it's so loud!" That's what's happening.
they try to Pee Wee Herman.
Yes. Go on.
How did Ian think he was going to get away with this?
Yeah.
Now Ben's given your name to the FBI.
He is a supervillain.
You called the FBI.
Look.
So now they know that you're doing this.
Look. The man is a supervillain. Okay? He probably has a house on some deserted island out somewhere in the middle of fucking nowhere. Okay?
He
probably has.
Where I have a lot of people in on that island. Okay?
We're not talking about that. He probably has Swiss bank accounts and all that shit too. And I want it in my collection. All right? That is his whole thing. Yeah, we've been over this. He's going to pay his way out of it just like every other rich asshole in the world.
You know what? You're right. Shaw mentions the one way to make a light bulb so that he knows that Riley told him this, so that he knows that, like, Riley and Abigail are, like, in on whatever this, like, is. Mm-hmm. So then he goes, "Sandusky, I'm not against you, but I found another door, door number 3, and they're like, move in, because they, like, realize he's going to do something.
Yeah,
and he just jumps off into this disgusting...
Oh, it's gross.
New York water.
Yeah, that's gross. But it was like 3 or 4 stories up, too, like that he dropped down.
Well, and that's why we learned that he's a diver and everything,
Right.
because otherwise, like, he'd be dead.
Yeah, he knows how to
Or-
fall
or
into the
knocked
water,
unconscious.
and then he can
Yeah.
just like stay under. And when he's under there, scuba divers with like the little Scooty Puff Jr. thing under the water.
Yeah.
They give
My
them
favorite
oxygen,
thing,
and then
yes.
they've used that to propel them to like another area.
You're right. This is the most super villainy
This
part
is
that
so
Ian gets.
super
Yeah.
villainy.
It's very comic book.
I just wanted to go to like the Dr. No underwater base. Like, where is it?
Oh, hello, Ben. How was it? A fall like
How
that
was
could
your
kill a man.
journey? I would like some of this treasure as a part of my collection. I'll let you have the declaration if I can have a statue.
So I guess the FBI just did not assume that he had an underground or an underwater base.
That's right.
And that's why they didn't have like a boat. Or I
Yeah,
guess
I'm
they
also
do-
surprised that they didn't have a boat with scuba guys, but I think they
They
had
had a
them at the
boat.
ready.
Yeah,
they
they
just
had
didn't
a
want them
boat, but they didn't
seen.
have scuba divers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then neither of the cops, neither of the feds want to jump in after him. They're like,
Right.
no.
Well, because they'd be dead. Yeah. All of these Blu-rays and 4Ks, I'm going to add the scrolls of Alexandria and whatever other treasures might be in this potential find. So he gets out of the water, and they say, welcome to New Jersey. So they went all the way to Jersey, so they went across the bay or
Underwater.
wherever.
Good lord.
That's a lot.
That's
He's
a lot.
diver.
Sure.
Knows how he can do it.
Right.
So, you know what they're lucky, though? That those fucking glasses didn't break.
True. True.
Or they would have had to go get some cheap 3D glasses from a dollar store.
Also true.
They tell
You
him
just
that
need some
Abigail...
cellophane. Like what? Once you know the colors, you're good. You just
Yeah,
need some
that's
color
true.
cellophane. You just kind
Yeah.
of wibble wobble. You're good to go.
They meet up with Ian. They're in front of Trinity Church because they
Yes.
she figured out the clue. She knew the clue was like here and Wall because
Yeah.
the streets used to be called here because it's Germantown and
Mm-hmm.
Wall Street. So that now that we're at New York. Were you a little disappointed that it ends in New York?
Yeah. Why New York? Like that just seems weird to me.
Why not Boston?
Yeah, it just seems really strange that we're
And
in New York.
I'm going to tell you right now, not the entire time during the Revolutionary War, of course, but it would have been weird for the Founding Fathers to put the treasure in New York. New York was the stranglehold of the Redcoats. The British operated out of New York for most of the war. Like that was the capital of like the Loyalists. So to have the treasure there, I guess maybe that's like
Unless
we've got
that's
it
the
under
point,
their
have
feet,
it
they
under
don't
their
even
nose.
fucking know.
Yeah, right.
And
Maybe
then when
that's
the
kind
war
of the
moved,
idea.
the war moved south later
guess-
on in the war.
I
and-
guess
and
the other
so-
idea though is that it no, because Boston is right on the water too. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
about like the boat being able to get to the. But
I
it's
just-
like it's right on the water.
for-
I don't know.
For national treasure, and you're talking about like the Constitutional Congress Hall, and you're talking about like the Founding Fathers and everything. It just feels like Boston should have been a stop on the journey.
Yeah, New York just
fine.
seems
Do New
weird.
York, New York, Philadelphia, Boston, Washington D.C. Like those are your four cities. If you wanted to go to the South, you could have done like a Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
But I get it. Like those are your big cities of the time. Not doing Boston feels like a missed opportunity.
It does feel kind of odd.
Regardless, this is the end game here because they're at Trinity Church. They're at here and Wall Street. Ian still finds Ben Gates charming and likable.
Yes.
Like he does, right?
Yes, because they've been friends for 2 years.
I think that's another problem with casting Nic Cage. Nic Cage is a lot of things. I don't know if I've ever found him charming.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever found him charming. Bean, charming,
Charming.
but
Oozes it.
Oozes charm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't get me wrong. I think Nic Cage plays
He plays the character very
history
well.
obsessed
Yes.
very well. But like you
just
can
doesn't-
tell that Ian finds him like charming, that he's like so
Yeah.
into the history stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm thinking it's just because friends for a couple of years, they kind of get each other's jokes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he's just like, you're telling me to jump off a cliff. I get it.
Ben sees the logo of Trinity Church is the same logo that it was on the map on the back of the Declaration, so he knows that there's a connection there. Ian pulls out and he's like, here's the Declaration. Just puts it on top of the fucking car.
Yes.
And I was like, all of you people, here's the pipe. Where's the treasure? And he's like, it's right here. Here at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Wall.
There you go.
Broadway. Cheerio.
Yeah.
And this goes to leave. And he's like, no,
Ben. I know
No.
there's more to it. Don't you start this shit.
And Ian's like, do you know what it's like to be a poker player, Ben? Maybe that's how Ian made all his money, was through the World Series of Poker.
Potentially. Could be that Lannister money, too. Here he looks like a Lannister.
Could be it.
He looks
He does
like
look
Jaime.
more like a Lannister.
He looks just like Jaime. And I just was like,
Yeah.
I saw him for a second. I went, ooh, he looks like Jaime.
But
poker
he
is
has
probably part
all
of it.
the-
Maybe he likes to, gamble. He likes to do a lot of things.
But he's got all the cards. That's right. Ian has John Voight.
You'd think that the FBI would have him.
Well,
Do you think they're
They,
just
I
like,
guess-
just don't leave your house? Is that what they were
yeah,
saying to him?
I guess they're just kind of like, we'll be in touch. We're going to
I
keep
guess.
tabs on you.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, how did Ian kidnap him? But I guess he's got a lot of money. He could always pay off some FBI guy to...
Or just walk
look the
by
other
them and
way.
nobody would have noticed, just like every other
Walk
card
by
in this
them.
movie.
John Voight went to pick up the pizza.
Oh, yeah,
and-
that's right,
And they
yeah.
kidnapped
Another
him.
pizza. Mm-hmm.
Where to, Benjamin? Or whatever his name is. Patrick.
Well, now it just felt like felt like a Ninja Turtle like villain. I don't know why. We are in New York now, so this is fine.
We are only in New York. Oh yeah, they drop down. The turtles are actually
The turtles
living,
are just
in
hanging
that
out in the
cavern.
treasure cavern. Honestly, I could see them just hanging out in there. They found it years ago.
Leo! Somebody found that fucking house already. Oh shit, man. We're gonna have to move again. Master Splinter's just token up in that little rotunda room. That's
Yes!
where he's like always doing his meditation.
Exactly. Oh god.
Oh, they fell down the stairs. They don't know how to be ninjas. Shaw just falls all the way down, and at the bottom is the what is that? Looks like it was a guy, but he's splattered into a million pieces now. So they all go inside Trinity Church.
Pizza
This is like-
boxes. He landed on the pizza boxes and cushioned his fall.
not enough to not kill him, but
Yeah,
it
he's
did
still
keep him
dead.
intact.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it going.
Abigail and Riley come in too, because Ian's like,
Now it's like
We're gonna all have a
we're
chat,
Doing this.
yeah.
Yep.
they don't have leverage anymore because now I've got your dad. So like we're gonna take a look at the map. So they all sit inside the pews. Somehow the Declaration of Independence has not fallen apart, nor does it fall apart when the two of them are holding on to it like they would a fucking hymnal in the middle of the church. And not,
Yeah.
a 230-year-old fucking piece of paper.
Right. Yeah.
Idiots. This is where he still is in awe of it, and he's like, "Oh, you gotta
Oh, you gotta look at this.
look at
This
it."
is amazing.
I do love the way Nic Cage plays this.
Yes.
off. I do.
Right.
And
Parkington Lane.
beneath
Beneath.
Parkington Lane,
Parkington Lane.
and Ian's like, "Well, why would it bring us all the way here just to send us to another place?" Which, like, have you ever been on a treasure hunt? That's how this
That's
fucking works.
Yeah, you've been doing this already. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
So I don't understand why they think
Well-
like, no, this has to be the end game.
Oh, I guess it's because this is the clue, and the same clue says here at the wall and Parkington Lane, beneath Parkington Lane. So the same clue says two different things
Yeah, why would it be here at the wall, but also Parkington
beneath
Lane?
Parkington Lane. Yeah, so I think
Yeah,
that's why.
all right. That's fair. Unless they thought like you'd have to find a clue somewhere.
So there's
at
something
the corner
here
of
first.
Broadway and Wall Street.
Yeah.
And then there's another one beneath Parkington Lane, and you have to pair up those two clues together.
Right.
Just another clue. I love that
Another
Patrick can't
clue.
hold his mouth. He's like, just another clue, and he's like, Dad, shut the fuck up. You're gonna get shot. So he's like, no, there's got to be something beneath the church. How do they figure that out? Because it's beneath. So they're like,
Well,
it's got to be
beneath.
underneath.
Yeah, and they have the
Yeah.
catacombs. So if you go to the catacombs of a church, right?
Yeah, they go to like this crematorium.
Yeah, it's the catacombs.
Area.
It's like where they have the old bodies. It's like where they used to put like the bodies and things before. So it's like the old catacombs.
Okay. John Voight stops Ben and he tells him, like, look, the second that he doesn't need us anymore, though, the status quo changes and he's going to fucking kill us. So, like,
Yes.
you have to find a way to keep the status quo.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes back a couple times in the script here in the third act. Riley finds Parkington Lane It is
A person.
person. Clever use there.
Yes. Because it could
And of
trick
course-
somebody to think it's like a location versus a person. Mm-hmm.
And of course, on his gravestone is a Freemason symbol.
Which,
And,
I mean, you use these so freely, guys. If somebody just sees this Freemason symbol, I'd be like, now that's interesting. Was this guy a Freemason?
hiding in plain sight,
Right.
madam.
I'm going to start looking for those everywhere. There's Freemason symbols all over the damn
Yeah,
place.
folks at home, start looking for Freemason symbols in the wild.
You might
There
just
be
find some
shit-
treasure, you know?
You might find some treasure, because, like, I guess the Freemasons just had treasure everywhere, like fucking pirates. They basically robbed the fucking
I
country.
kind of love that they were pirates now. I kind of think of that now. That's what they are. They're really just pirates. They're not knights. They're pirates.
Arr.
Pirates.
I like when Ben wants to wax poetic about what the symbol on Parkington Lane's grave means, but before he finished doing that, they just hammer
goons
the
just
thing
hit it.
in.
Yep.
Yeah, the goons don't care.
Nope.
They've had to hear about this shit for 2 years.
Yeah.
So they're like,
And
no,
they're like, and it
we're not
doesn't
dealing
stop
with
because
this.
Ian does it too. Like, come on, just get to the damn treasure.
I feel like Ian would let him do his thing though, because
He was letting him do it. The goon is the one
yeah.
who stopped him.
This
and now
guy's
there's a
cursed
tunnel.
now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They should have made the
They
guy
desecrated
that
this-
like
this
Shaw
man's
is the one
grave.
that falls. They should have made Shaw be the one to do it, because then he was the one that got cursed, because
Yeah,
he
that would've been
destroyed
great.
a dead man's.
Yeah, you desecrated his crypt. This is what happens, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Especially a Freemason. They got some witchy shit going on there.
That's
too.
right. They definitely put curses. There's curses on every Freemason's grave. I guarantee you that.
I'd believe it.
They all can come back to the dead too if you say Yatawai a few times in front
Yeah,
of
you
the
got to be
grave. So you have
very
to be
careful. Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we have to go down this creepy tunnel now because there's
That
a
is
tunnel behind
so-
it. The body falls out of it too.
Oh yeah. Well, because it's so old that the
wood's just decayed.
wood
and
decayed,
everything.
so like the skeleton falls out. And then they're like, let's go into this claustrophobic tunnel. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. You guys go. You guys can go. They make this old man do it.
Well, yeah, because that's their leverage. They're gonna shoot the old man.
I guess.
And Ian, they get a torchlight and make their way down this very Indiana Jones looking hallway.
This unnecessary thing happens.
Go
in
ahead.
my opinion.
Oh, I know what you're gonna say.
It's so dumb.
I was gonna say. Let me say my piece first. I didn't like the score here again. It should have been more ominous.
Oh yeah, I would have liked
and it's-
ominous. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that the score did not fit the scene well.
Because it gets like,
Yeah.
and you're just like, but that's like traveling music. This isn't traveling music. This is, we're going into eerie crypt underground. There's
Right.
going to be like things that are going to try to kill us and stop us from
Scarabs.
going down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I honestly really thought there were going to be traps. How were there no traps?
Yeah.
That
'Cause
was
this is-
weird to me.
Because this is the Freemasons built.
Yeah, but they
there
learned
should
it
have
from
been-
Egypt.
There should have.
They
been
learned it from all the
clues-
shit that they stole from.
There should have been clues to be able to get into. Like,
Or,
I get
tricks.
it. Like they had
it's
the thing
a
with
maze.
the Charlotte.
I wish it was a
Yeah.
maze.
There should have been more to it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wish it was a maze down there because that would have been way more interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways, I digress. I agree that the music didn't really fit with them going into these tunnels. But
But
then
go ahead and say
he
your point,
grabs
Rachel.
he grabs Abigail and kisses her. And I'm just like, that's out of nowhere.
He had to get that kiss in. Yeah, I guess they felt like they had to get the romance in.
But it could have been at the end. They've already had all the goo-goo eyes at each other. Just continue goo-goo eyes. You don't need to have a kiss until the end.
It's set up fine enough because like he like does the like
Yeah,
spin her
I know.
around.
It's fine. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I'm gonna
The
die,
part-
so I'm gonna kiss you.
The part about that I don't like is one of the hired goons saying, "Why doesn't that ever happen
Yeah, that's
to
like,
me?"
and then that. It's too
It's
much.
very Bruckheimer, very very Bruckheimer.
You want to know
humor
why
right
that
there.
doesn't happen to you, sir? Because you're a goon.
Because you're a hired goon.
You're
Yeah,
a
you're just a
hired goon. You are not the main character. That's why.
Sir, you are not the main character.
If you want to be a main character,
Sassy black lady
don't be a
had
goon.
more character.
She was a main character in her own life. You are not. Damn.
Now that's some shelf life lesson for you. Be a main character in your own life.
own life. Don't be a hired goon. Shelf life lessons.
I want a shirt that says hired goon. Shelf life hired goon.
This is a shelf life hired goon.
Ben puts the torch on this like chandelier thing, and then they realize that there's like levers with a staircase and an elevator, and all of this was built.
Neither of them, thank you.
Yes, this is built by Americans, mind you. So American ingenuity at its finest here, 230 years ago at least.
Well,
this is
it
not
would be at
structurally
its
sound.
finest, honestly. This actually might be at its finest. So it actually might be better sound than now.
Especially if they use slave labor.
Yeah, so that's not even really Americans.
Oh, how dare you!
Well, they stole them. And they turned them into slaves. What do you want from me?
They were just as American as apple pie.
They stole treasures. They stole people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
They stole ideas.
Mm-hmm.
They stole the land.
They probably had some Chinese people working down here.
I'm telling you.
Some black people working down here.
Yeah.
One of them's like, how did they build this? And somebody says the same way they built or Ben says like the same way they built the pyramids and the Great Wall. And I think Riley goes, yeah, right. Aliens helped them.
Well, that's the joke. Ha ha
So
ha.
there you go.
Conspiracy. It's one thing at a time. It's like anything being built, you know? It took years.
Yeah, you just took years. People died, but it got built.
Yeah.
I mean, like even today, like you look back and you look at pictures of like people building skyscrapers, and you're like, how
And you're just
the
like,
fuck
Jesus
did
Christ,
they do that,
right?
And then you look at them and they're like hanging,
And they're
on,
hanging
like, fucking,
off, like, and they're just
Yeah.
hanging out, like
Yeah.
eating a sandwich, and you're just like,
No. So they asked John Voight to walk down the stairs, and he's like, no, 230 years of termites and rot. I'm not walking on that fucking stair. We're all gonna die. And then they're like, do it or I'll shoot you. So he walks down the stairs, and it rumbles, everything shakes, and they're like, oh, the subway. So I guess it goes graveyard, subway, National Treasure, Ninja Turtle lair.
Yeah, that sounds about
Okay.
right. Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure that I got the layers
I think
of
you did.
what's underneath Manhattan
Yeah.
here.
There's a sewer somewhere in there, maybe.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, Shaw falls through a crack down to the bottomless pit to his death.
Yep.
So he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. That's it.
The
He's
stairs,
dead.
that's the end of him. The stairs begin to break at this point, and you get an action sequence of them trying to
Jump to like the
not all
opposite
die.
sides, and
Yeah, well, like Riley does. Riley just like hops.
Oh, he
onto,
just
like,
jumps
platform.
right to the other
But,
side.
I mean,
of the
I guess you'd
staircase.
have to because like you're the only other way like is death, so like you have to jump there. It also seems to crack like Shaw falls, but then like it's just our three. It's Harry, Ron, and Hermione. All the other ones like Patrick and Ian and them.
No, theirs is
are-
starting to. It's wobbling down. So then they
Okay.
jump onto the elevator because
They
it's
jump
at
on
the
the
same
elevator.
landing. Yeah, they're like actually helping each other get to the elevator. He helps the old man. He helps
Ian's not a
Ian's
monster.
dad. Yeah. Well, yeah.
He's a supervillain.
He's just
I'm
a
a
supervillain.
supervillain. I'm not a monster.
Right.
Ben and Abigail are like clinging to like this platform that's like halfway falling, and Ben has one arm on Abigail, and he's trying to grab onto the declaration tube.
We don't even know. Are we going to the
Do
bottom?
we go all the way to the bottom?
Are we
I don't
going
know,
to like
because it gets
halfway
off-
point? It's
Yeah.
very strange.
Yeah, you can't really tell. I
Yeah.
assume,
and
it
you
doesn't
don't
go
know
all the way to
how
the
far
bottom
this
because-
goes down.
What? Yeah, because you got to get through. Well, okay,
It's
so
like the
then
7
if it
layers of
goes-
fucking hell.
If it goes all the way to the bottom, you get to the Lex Luthor layer.
Oh, that's right. That's too far. You've gone too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ian's is the one above it.
Mr. Smucker! Another body fell! Yeah, so if you get to the turtle layer, you know you went too
You
far.
went
If you
way
get to
too
the
far.
Lex Luthor layer, you went really far. Mm-hmm. Look at it. It's another one of Ian Howe's fucking amateur.
God, I hate that man. But anyways, yeah, I don't think they go all the way to the bottom. It doesn't seem like they go all the way to the bottom with this thing. The Declaration of Independence is falling, and we don't know if it's going to fall all the way to the bottom. So he goes, "Do you trust me?" It's like this is like a fucking Aladdin, do you trust me? And she goes, yes.
Yeah, it's got a little.
And then he
Aladdin
like
in it.
throws her. He like waits till it swings so he can drop her onto the platform, and then grabs the Declaration of Independence. And then they get all hot and bothered for each other because she's like, "Oh my god, he saved the Declaration!" And then so then they're like gonna like have sex right there on this platform. And Riley's like, "Can you calm down?" It's like this whole thing.
Well,
she said, "Oh yeah,
I had to save the I'm sorry, I had to save the Declaration."
yes."
And she's like, I would have done the same to you.
Yeah, and then they're like about to like do it. And Riley's like, I would have dropped you both, you weirdos.
I would have dropped you both. Yeah. And then the elevator slowly is being lowered.
Yeah, they're like, well, it does work, so I guess we should have taken the elevator.
If all of them were on it, all that weight.
They
that-
still, don't
that
they
could've-
have to get on it anyways to keep going down?
Yes, you're right, because Ian's like, get in. Yeah. Yeah, and
They,
yeah,
if
because that's
Shaw
when-
was there, though, that would have been too much. That would have
That'd
taken
been
them
too
over the
much.
limit, yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right, because that is when Ben is like, Ian, it's not worth it. Like, come on, let's just stop this. And Ian's like, if I don't give a fuck that Shaw is dead,
Right.
why would I care that you guys are dead?
Mm-hmm.
The elevator takes them to this round room. It's just this round rotunda with nothing else in it except a lantern. Looks like a dead-end crypt.
Yes.
Ben is walking all around, and he's, like, getting mad, and he's, like, getting frustrated, because he's like, it's another fucking dead end. And he comes to the conclusion that, like, the treasure is gone. It probably was gone even before
Yes, he starts...
Carol told Thomas Gates.
Right. He starts getting just frustrated. He's, like, starting to act like his father. Like, this is stupid. Like, Shaw is dead. This whole damn thing is stupid. You know, that's how
Everyone's
he's
favorite
acting.
character.
He's flipping out.
Yeah. And Ian's like, you're not playing games with me, are you, Ben? So he's kind of like onto him a little bit.
Yes, he sees immediately through it.
Ben has to up his game a little bit here because
Yes.
he's like, no, like, I'm telling you.
He yells at
There
Riley.
are-
That's what does it.
Yes,
He looks at him
yeah.
and goes, "It's over! There is no treasure!" Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
There's no treasure. Ian's like, okay, fine, we're fucking leaving then. And he like goes to like leave them there. So Patrick speaks up and he's
And
like,
he goes, "Well, there was one thing that was in the room. A lantern."
a lantern. So Patrick's like, well, wait a minute, the lantern.
And this is when, like, Ben slaps him, like, don't, like, Dad,
Yeah, like, Dad. Yeah. And he's like,
Mm-hmm.
no, the status quo has changed.
we have to tell him.
We don't have the leverage anymore. Yeah. So Ben looks all disappointed and he's like, the North Church in Boston. So they pretend like they have to go
we're
to
gonna
Boston.
go there, which is like, anyways.
I just wanted it should have gone from Philly to Boston to New York. Like that should have been the
It
should have been the Boston.
New York.
It should have been the Boston Tea Party. That's where he should have dove into the water.
Oh, that would have been so fun. Now that's symbolism.
Now that's symbolism. There's a lantern.
One
at
if
the
by
North
land, two if by
Church.
sea.
Yeah, the Paul Revere thing, which was made up, by the way. That's just for the poem. That didn't really happen. You have to go there, and that's where the next clue will be.
Right.
So they're like, great. And then they start leaving, and John Voight's like, wait a minute, you have to take us with you. He's like, no, I don't.
I know you're
Why
here.
would I take you with? Yeah, I know you're
Yeah,
here.
because he's like, well, what if there's another clue? And he goes, well, I know you're here if I need you.
Yeah, I'll just come back here. and
Right.
I'll get you. I'll bring you some food.
Maybe.
What if we lied? Did you? What if there's another clue?
Right.
So he's like, I'm going to leave you down there. Mm-hmm. They don't wait long enough, but you can't because it's movie time. So you have to like you wait. You wait.
What are you gonna do?
until
are you gonna
they're
stay on this
long
like
gone.
precipice to the pits of hell? Like I would make it would make sense for them to at least walk back in there and like sit down and try to figure out what to do. Like, is there another pulley system? Get the elevator back down? Are we going to be able to walk back up? How do we get over to the stairs? You know, like, so they're not, like, showing their hand or anything. They're going inside of a room.
No, I would just want to make sure that they can't hear me.
Oh, that's fair, too.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
No, that makes sense. Everything echoes probably down here. This
Yeah.
looks like an echo chamber, so I would believe it.
Abigail's like, okay, what's going on, boys? Like, the British came by sea. There were two lanterns, or there
Yeah, it was like 2, not 1.
Two,
it was
not
the opposite
one,
of
so,
whatever
yeah.
they said. Mm-hmm.
And I love how Riley, just to spell it out for the ham and eggers in the audience, is like, it was a fake clue. And it's like, yeah, no shit. Like, we got it. We got it from the context clues. But thank you, Riley, for pointing that out for the dumb people in the audience.
Now, there is, like, some very faint paint on the wall.
Very faint. And Ben is able to see the all-seeing eye on, like, one of the bricks. Mm-hmm. And he sees, like, there's this, like, button to press, which you think someone would have spotted that when they were examining the room.
Right?
But
well, Ian never, like, really walked in. He, like, stayed in the doorway.
Yeah. So he presses this button.
And I think that's why Ben had his spell, and then he kind of, like, walked to a different side of the room so that they weren't looking that way. They were looking this way type of thing. Yeah. So
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So we go into, like, what they think is the treasure room, and it, like, unlocks, and they, like, walk in. Mm-hmm. Sprays acid on them or whatever.
Yeah, and now they just burn to death, and
and it's the end of the movie.
Instead, they find like what looks like a ransacked room.
Yeah, it looks like there's scraps left over. There's like a couple of things, but like mostly it's like pretty empty.
Yeah, just some tables and things like knocked over.
This is the part where Ben actually is like, oh shit, it was actually taken. It is not here anymore.
Right.
But
instead of...
Yes, instead of doing like the thing, Patrick's like, no, Ben, it was... That means that this
was here.
Yeah, you figured this out.
Yeah.
We can keep looking for this. And then they all vow to keep looking for it. It could have been a sequel setup, because they're like...
Oh, yeah. It was an all, I'm in, and then it's like, but we're going to jail, right? But because he does go, he looks at his dad, he goes, well, you were right. And he goes, no, I wasn't. This is literally a treasure room.
Yeah, like, this is clearly a treasure room. Like, they clearly had treasure in here, like, just by the layout and everything that they know about, like, history and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's a lot of hope still. We're bringing back the hope to find it. Mm-hmm.
I think the score even swells here. It does that, like, dun,
it's like,
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
How are we going to get out of here, though? Because there would have been a way to get out if there was a cave-in.
Mm-hmm.
While
and that's why he was like,
thing.
That's why it doesn't make any sense. He goes, there would be a back door.
Yeah, there can't be a dead end. There needs to be some way to get out.
Which is weird, because there's a back door to a treasure room. You could literally just take the back door to the treasure room. You know what I mean?
Well, in this case, it was just some other crypt.
It was literally the crypt next door.
Yeah.
The crypt next door goes straight to the treasure room. Anyways.
It's like when you go to a corn maze and the entrance and the exit are right next to each other. Yeah. It's the same idea.
So now, the next time I go treasure hunting, if I see this door, I'll be like, hold on a second. That means that there's another door around here that goes straight
Rachel's
to it.
just kicking doors.
All right, but anyways, let's continue on, because I'm getting ahead of myself.
So he finds this wall where there's like these like Freemason
the runes.
shapes on it.
You have to put the runes in. It feels very Skyrim-ish, where I'm like, I have to have the claw and put in the right sequence.
He has the red card and the yellow card. He needs to get the blue card.
Now just turn these. Okay, where's the picture on the wall? Let me just match this up. Anyways.
I've got to match the pairs of symbols. I've got to match the pairs of symbols so that I can get into the door.
I gotta match all these pairs of symbols.
But in a very clever way,
yes.
the founding fathers decided the secret lies with Charlotte. And in a way, like, they prevented it too, where it's like someone would have had to have all
the clues. You have to have all of them with you.
Or collaborated with each other.
Right.
He puts the Charlotte in. Rachel, did you notice... And it's a Bruckheimer-produced movie, but it's Trevor Rabin is doing the score. It's not Klaus Badell or Hans Zimmer. He puts the Charlotte in, and you hear...
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Part of the Pirates score plays.
I absolutely heard that. Of course I heard that, because it's one of my favorites.
It's one of our favorite scores, yes.
So... I absolutely heard that deep flute sound. Yes.
Yeah. Very odd.
It's like he's literally waking up dead, but like the the cursed pirates. It's starting it. There's gonna be like a boom boom. It's like there's a freaking pirate treasure in there.
There should have been the zombie.
That would have been great. Just a medallion or a zombie monkey.
Alexander Hamilton's zombie should have popped up out of the ground to chase them out of the treasure room.
Now that's the way to do it. You have to leave a Freemason corpse so that when they open it, the pirate curse begins, and then he wakes up and chases them out like a mummy. No Yatue needed.
Ben is the last one through, and it's this huge treasure room filled with all these ill-gotten goods from these imperialistic
well, first it looks
fucks
like
over
the
the
same.
time.
It looks like the same size as the room they just came from, and then they light the fire, and the fire.
Well, first they walk around looking at all the treasures and things like that,
and it's
then
all
Ben
the
lights
stolen
fire.
shit, all of the stolen shit from all over the damn world, right?
That's a good moment though, where
it's
he
great.
lights the there's like gunpowder, like he realizes, so he like lights it, and then it's just this massive, never-ending
Yes, it's huge.
room of treasure,
like football field size.
Yes,
For the Americans that like to size things by objects in space instead of like.
Is that a thing that only Americans do?
Apparently, that's what we do.
Okay, great. And I thought it looked very mummy-like.
It
looks
does
very
feel
much-
very mummy-like when, like, Benny is inside and he sees all the treasure and he's just like, ooh.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah.
or
Yeah,
like the
it's
Cave of
very
Wonders from Aladdin.
Or the Cave of
Let's come back
Wonders,
to
yes.
that.
Riley accidentally takes the
They
gem
start touching
that
it, all the lava starts.
lava. Choose only the
The lamp. There's a
just
lamp. There's a lamp in like this one light, and they're just like, "What's
That would have been a fun little
Dun-dun-dun.
detail
Wow,
if there was like a lamp just on a pedestal somewhere. Good thing he didn't light the whole thing on fire, though.
I know, right?
Like, good thing that
So
this
much
stuff
dust
stayed
and
where it's
everything.
supposed to. Mm. They're all hugging and celebrating, and Pat and Ben are celebrating especially. Abigail goes, "Riley, are you crying?" And he goes, "Stairs." Because at the very end of
a
this
very
hall-
shaggy thing.
very
to say.
shaggy.
Yeah.
Yes, very shaggy.
Shaggy from Scooby-Doo going, "Oh, there's an exit, thank God."
Some like custodian or something or some like maintenance guy is
Mm-hmm.
in the crypts.
Yeah, he
And
notices
he's-
that one is open, and he's just like,
One's
"What
open
the hell
and he's
happened
like freaking
here?"
out.
Right.
So it's supposed to be like a little like
And then
haha,
they
'cause
pop
then-
open another one, and he's just like, "Hey."
Yeah, he thinks the dead have risen. He's like, "Oh, do you have a cell phone?" Yeah. The dead have risen!
I mean, it would be really scary to hear, like, knocking from one of the other crypts after one of them
Yes.
is, like, desecrated
no,
on the
you'd
ground.
run out and shit your pants. Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So
This
he
man
calls
stood his
Sandusky.
ground. Good for him.
I wouldn't.
Nah, I wouldn't either.
So he calls Sandusky, and the FBI comes.
Sanctuary! He's in a church, so...
That would have been funny if he's like, "Sanctuary! I declare sanctuary!" Oh, why did I teach him that word? He gives Sandusky the declaration, and he's like, "You just handed me your fucking bargaining chip." And he's like, "The Declaration of Independence is not a bargaining chip."
priceless. That's right. It's really corny. It's really corny.
It's corny. It's very corny.
But it fits.
It proves, in the story, it proves to Sandusky that
He's
Ben
not
is
a
worthy.
hunter. Yeah.
Yeah, that he's a treasure protector.
Yes.
And that's when he starts fiddling around with the ring on his finger, and Ben notices that it's a Freemason ring.
Yes. And that's all we need.
Well, because Sandusky starts saying, like,
like,
you know,
not
the
even a king.
Freemasons thought that the treasure shouldn't belong to one king. So, like, he kind of reveals that, like, yeah, I
one
believed in
man,
it
not even a
too.
king. That's why they went
Yeah.
to such lengths to keep it hidden. Mm-hmm.
Because he says about $10 billion worth, which this treasure would be worth more than $10 billion fucking dollars,
Probably.
in my humble opinion.
I would assume so.
I would think so.
Yes.
But whatever. Like, it's got to be worth more than some of these fucking tech companies worth today, okay? This stuff is, like, priceless.
So I want to say they do the right thing. It's Indiana Jones-ish. They go, let's give it back to the people, which means that, are they also giving it back to, like, the countries that it belongs to?
That's what he says, yeah.
Okay,
He
yeah. So
wants
it
to
goes
give it
back to
back
the
to the
countries.
Egypt, the
and,
museum,
like, some
the
of it
Louvre.
goes to the
Yeah,
Smithsonian.
that's what Ben says,
I
yes.
like that. I like that. That's the way
Because
it should be.
Because a lot of it is ill-gotten goods.
Yes,
that were,
it was stolen.
When the land was conquered, it got added to this pile.
Right.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that as like an ending.
And
it's not just like,
Sandusky
oh, we're
seems
going to
to
keep it
think
in
the same
America.
way.
It's like, no, we're going to give it back to where it belongs. This is like history that everybody should get to have and see.
And Sandusky seems to think the same way. Now, I don't know what the rules are about finders keepers on treasure. If like the American government didn't agree to that and they're like, no, we're just going to keep it all.
Right.
Does Ben get to say, no, it's mine? I found it?
Right.
Is that like a legal thing?
I don't know. The way that they act in this, yes, that's kind of...
Or
is it like, oh, well, wouldn't it belong to the church? Because this is the church's land?
That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
It's like
Or
oil
would the
rights. When you
US
find oil on your land, it's your oil.
Or would the U.S. be like, no, this is a collection of government property?
Yeah, see,
I don't
that's
know.
the thing. It's
Lawyers of Shelf
wishy-washy.
Life, please let us know. Like, who has
Let's talk
legal
about
rights? I think the finders keepers thing might be a thing. I don't know.
It might be.
And he's like, look, I want Abigail to get scot-free. I don't want her to have even a blip of this on her record.
So she can go back to work.
So she could go back to work?
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're going to fire her otherwise. She helped with this.
I want credit to go to the entire Gates family with the assistance of Riley Poole. Mm-hmm. And I really do not want to go to prison. She's thinking about getting raped, Rachel. You cannot understand
Oh my
the
God.
amount that I really do not want to go to prison. And Sandusky's like, well, someone has to go to prison. And he's like, I think I can help you with that.
So, I mean, technically we do get to go to Boston, but it's only for like a few seconds.
He sends them after Ian, who's breaking into the Old North Church, and they catch him. It's a bit anticlimactic.
It is.
It needs to be more like the Die Hard with a Vengeance ending, which also has riddles in it, where they, for no apparent reason, they completely change the setting. And they go from like New York to like Toronto.
Oh, that's
and
random.
they catch them in Toronto like via a helicopter. But like Samuel Jackson and Bruce Willis are like on a helicopter with the police.
Sure.
And they catch them. It's very much like that because like Ben like steps out of the shadows.
Yes.
Like, yeah,
Why
that's
is he
right, I
there?
caught ya.
Why did he come with?
Because
He's
he
like,
also
I need to
wanted
come with.
credit.
I
Yeah,
want
he
to
needed let
come
him
with.
know.
I want to see you do it.
He needed to make sure that this supervillain knew that he is the one that got him caught, so that the supervillain can murder him with his hired goons
You
on the
will
outside.
rue the
later.
day, Ben Gates. Benjamin
Yeah.
Gates.
Benjamin Gates.
I will have my treasure.
I'll get you next time, Ben Gates.
And you meddling kids.
He's just there to rub it in.
Yeah, he totally is.
So then the last scene of the movie is Riley is talking to Ben and Abigail. They're like
With
walking
like a
on, like,
velour
some
suit,
estate.
like jacket on. He's got like a fuzzy, like velvety jacket on.
Riley does? Or
Yeah,
Ben?
he looks like such a hipster because he has like this velvet blazer on with like a t-shirt and jeans. So he just wants to look somewhat fancier.
We get exposition out of the way because Riley tells him that they offered Ben 10% and he wouldn't take it. And
Yes.
Ben's like, it was too much. And he's like, well, I'll tell you what, next time we find a treasure that changes the world, Riley gets to decide the finder's fee. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what do you care? You got the girl. And they're like, yeah, we...
And then they're like, kissy face.
Which is so weird because, again, Nic Cage is not a giggly romantic type.
He really isn't. But he
So it
acts
just
like one
comes off
here and
strange.
just like, oh, okay.
All right. And then Riley says that he got a measly 1%. Now, Rachel,
That's a lot of money.
let's say that Nic Cage is right about the $10 billion, right?
Okay, go on. Yes.
All right, so it's $10 billion. Mm-hmm. I think that's low, but we'll say it for conservative sake.
Sure.
We'll say $10 billion.
Could go 100 if you want.
1% of $10 billion is $100 million.
It's a lot of money.
Okay?
Yes. Which means Riley got 0.5. Didn't he get like half of that?
No,
said
he got 1%. He says
he got 1%. Okay, he got 1%.
So
oh yeah,
Riley
that's
got
right, because Ben got like
$100 million.
5% or something ridiculous. Yeah. So that's a lot of money.
Yeah, you think?
That's a
It's
lot
a
of
lot
money.
of money.
It's a lot of money. I could do a lot of cool stuff with that.
If you gave me 1%,
I would take 1%.
of $100 million.
I'll take 1%.
Of the 1%.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You guys wouldn't hear from me. Well, Shelf Life would hear from me a lot, but some people would never hear from me again. I couldn't live forever, but I could live.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, and you bought this house and everything. And he's like, you know what? I actually like this, pick this estate because in 17 something or other. And Raleigh's like, yeah, I don't care. And they like peels out in this Ferrari, but he can't drive it because it's like a stick shift. And that's the joke there, that he's like terrible at trying to drive this. Now, this is, Rachel, apparently Charles Carroll's estate in real life.
Yeah.
So that's why he picked it, because it's...
Oh, sure.
It's like his old like family home, right? Because Thomas Gates would have been the stable boy at this estate. That's the idea.
It's poetic.
I like how they don't point that out. That they make that so you either know it or you'd have to look it up.
Or you'd have to look it up. Yes,
because he doesn't get to say
which is
why
nice.
He picked it.
I like that. I think that's okay.
No, I do. I like that.
It's
a
fun
like
little
that there's
nod.
Easter eggs and stuff that and maybe there are.
And I want more. If there's more Easter eggs that we may have missed, I would have loved to have known about that, because I feel like I didn't like see more. I feel like they pointed out a lot.
Hold on.
Oh,
I'm gonna say that a better director would have had little Easter eggs and stuff for repeat viewings that by now, 20 some odd years later, people would have found.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the director is good enough to do that kind of thing. I don't think he's a good director.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's a workman director. He's just a guy that hears your movie.
Yeah.
No disrespect. That's just kind of how it seems. Mm-hmm. I'm a very workman-like man, so I understand. But then Abigail gives him a treasure map. And he's like, what's this? And she's like, a treasure map. And he's like, where's Lead? And she's like,
you'll have to find out. And then they start chasing each other into the house to have sex. So
yeah, it leads to her vagina.
I assume.
Or their bedroom.
Same idea.
And that's the end.
And that's the end.
Rachel, have you ever seen the alternate ending?
I don't think so, no.
Focus groups thought that this alternate ending felt like too much of sequel bait, so they changed it to this.
Okay.
The alternate ending is that they're standing in the National Archives again, because Abigail, of course, still works there. They don't mention how much money they've made, but they like clearly have gotten like something. He's staring at the Constitution. And Abigail comes up and is like, there's no treasure map on the back. I've checked. And then Riley, have you ever heard of like this conspiracy theory? And then Patrick walks up and is like, I've got another clue. So it's supposed to be like the gang is like together.
Right.
And Patrick has
we're
like
getting set up for another
his,
heist. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like they're thinking about like another treasure hunt. Mm-hmm. And that's the end. It actually plays better if you would have added the little thing about the 1%.
Yes.
And then Patrick comes in and is like, well, actually, there is like another like, like then like if you would have combined them, it would have worked. Mm-hmm. I get it. Who cares if it's sequel baiting?
That's okay. It's just,
and I guess that's.
I think it's not even just sequel bait. I feel like it's just kind of saying, but there's more treasure hunts out there. There's more conspiracies that could be true.
Yeah, I don't.
It's
think
almost
it was
Uncharted-esque for like how that felt.
They liked the alternative ending fine, or the one that's in the movie, because they were like, it's open, and it feels more like you're like in the air. It's more open,
or they're just settled and we're happy. Yeah,
but I kind of like the alternate ending more.
I think either of them would have worked,
but they're both fine. They're both fine. And that is the end of National Treasure. Rachel, after a long walk through, we have come to that time where I will ask you, does National Treasure have shelf life?
Is National Treasure a national treasure?
Exactly.
The thing about this movie is that it's fun. You know, fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It is, though. It's fun. It's got puzzles.
Red Letter Media has pointed out that if you can't, well, you can back it up, though. Watch, like, critics say, like, first of all, the movie's a lot of fun. They're like, oh, boy, here it comes. It's not good, because that's all they could say. But you have more. But
no, but there's more. There's, like, these puzzles. It connects to, like, the history stuff, which is interesting. The characters are actually good. I like the characters. I think that they fit in the roles that they have. Nicolas Cage might not be like the strongest guy, but I feel like he works for the character that he's supposed to be, this like really nerdy dude that's just kind of also treasure hunting. I like how it all kind of comes together. Is it corny as can be? Absolutely. Is there a lot of like things that, how could that work? Of course, but it's a movie. You're supposed to, enjoy it. So there's some stuff in this, and maybe it's all nostalgia for me, but I haven't watched this in years, and I came back to it, and I was just like, yeah, that's still fun. That was still fun to watch. That was still interesting to get the history and the fun puzzles that connect to it and how all of it kind of comes together. I want to put it on the shelf. I kind of want to. I could come back to it and I'll watch it again. But I feel like it could have that. I think because of how fun it was, I think it kind of, I would let it have it.
It really wraps up in the last couple minutes, too. It does not stick around.
No, but it doesn't also just feel like it falls apart at the end. Like, it just
No,
it's done. Sorry.
God, this one is tricky. I really love the concept.
Oh, yes.
I love the
I
concept.
adore the concept.
I love history and treasure hunts with clues like that. All of that is very great. It's a dumb, wacky premise of a treasure map on the back of the Declaration of Independence, but having it play out as like a you need to follow the clues and stuff is it's a very fun concept, and incorporating American history is a great touch, because the schemes of American history and the people that are like important to American history, how they acted,
right, all
all of them thinking, they're like they're very Renaissance men in a way, there's very dirty men in a way, and all of that kind of thing. So it makes sense. And all that Freemasonry and everything. I like that. The pacing is a little sluggish in the middle, kind of like we talked about. After they find like the second clue, like it's sort of like slows to a halt for some of this action, and the action is pedestrian. The action does not have any style to it, any flair. It's really about the clues and everything, and if it's gonna be about that, then like don't make me settle on the action.
Give me another clue,
like you do in some of those. Like, just do another clue,
and
like
add the action on top
moving.
of it.
So there are some minus points on that for sure. Nic Cage is the best acting in the movie and the most frustrating, because I think he is miscast. I think that it's very hard to picture anybody else doing this role because of like the nostalgia for it. But it is weird that he's doing this role, even though some of the scenes I think he is perfect for, or the way that he like has the enthusiasm for, and in some of the scenes it's like Nick hate like
this doesn't work for sense. That. Why are you making him do that? Yeah. So
like both works and doesn't work. It's very strange. He makes a lot of it work though. The clues and everything coming together really works. I think that's the best part of how all the clues work and how all of that comes together. And ultimately, it is really rewatchable. I just think it could have been better. I think it could have been so much better if they got a better director with some style. You could have had Gore Verbinski, after doing Pirates, do National Treasure.
Yeah.
And I think that this would have been so much more stylish and so much more interesting.
Yeah. I will give you that. I won't say like, oh, it's perfect. I'm not saying it's perfect. I definitely think it could be better as well.
It's dumb. It's outlandish. It's pedestrian. It is insane. It's comical, kind of a farce in a way. And because of all that, it is American.
Is it going into the Library of Congress, Kevin? Is it going to the National Archives?
And how am I going to sit here as an American and say that because of that, as a representation of my country, and because I love all of the enthusiasm for the Founding Father stuff, how can I not put it on the shelf because of that?
Yeah.
It's dangling a bit because
it does dangle a lot.
It isn't a good
It's not
movie,
good.
But it is fun and rewatchable. It really is.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, it's got a little bit of shelf life. Cross it off the list. That was National Treasure.
And the Declaration of Independence.
It is on the shelf. Well, the Declaration of Independence also on the shelf.
We borrowed the Declaration of Independence for this this podcast.
Oh, is that Nic Cage? Is he here? Oh, I've decided to come in for the last minute here.
Honestly, if he was on the podcast, that would be a very interesting podcast. I think we just have to go find all of the different documents that have maps on the back of them. What if we just go and steal all the documents, and then we can use some lemon and we can find all of the maps?
That sounds like a plan. So, folks at home, we are going to head over to the National Archives to look on. We're going to get some
Don't
lemons.
let us do it. I'll just bring a whole
have to run out of
bushel of
lemons.
lemons. It'll be
I was
great.
gonna say, we're gonna need a lot of lemons.
I have a lemon tree. That's perfect.
All right, we'll get Rachel's lemons from the lemon tree. We're gonna go steal some. We're gonna go steal some documents that are like the Declaration of Independence. And until next time, I have been Kevin,
And I'm Rachel.
and this has been Shelf Life. We will see you next time. I'm gonna steal the Constitution,
the
and the
Declaration.
Emancipation Proclamation, and the Gettysburg Address.
The Louisiana Purchase.
That speech that Teddy Roosevelt had when he was shot and he kept talking, that one.
Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration.
The Declaration.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
Declaration. The Declaration.
Declarations.
The Declaration.
Declaration.
The Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration. The Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration.
The Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of Independence.
Declaration.
Declaration. The Declaration.
The Declaration.
Declaration.
Declaration. Declaration. Declaration. Declaration. And then you can be on your way. The Declaration. The Declaration of Independence. Say the Declaration.
Declaration of Independence.